things I've done in my days. You wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of The Autumn People. I am your host, Tappy, and I am contractually obligated to tell you that we are a Chronicles of Darkness, mostly, actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/The Autumn People. Excuse me. happyjacks.org/Autumn People, and to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org/shows. And I am your GM, soon to be fired by Kimmy, Tappy. And my players are here to my right, for those of you watching.
Hello, I'm Sam. I'm a Geist. Well, my character is, maybe. Her name is Grace Carter-Bennett, and she's a very normal widow.
Definitely.
Yep.
My name is Eli, and I brought my picture in again because I'm a werewolf.
Pupper.
Do you want to move it closer to the camera?
Charles, you're
Or
so
this one?
cute.
Oh, that'll work too.
You got red
little
on
up
you.
a little. There you go.
Oh, now I'm the pupper. Name is, oh man,
I guess it's mostly like black gore this time instead of red.
That's true.
Yeah.
Icker.
Ichabod
Damn,
Crane.
killed her. Speaking of which, I'm Mac. I'm crashing this game because it's my birthday and I can.
Happy birthday!
Also, I'm playing Gladys Baker, aka the Grey Lady, and shit was going down. She's also a werewolf ghost.
Yeah. So is it the ghost playbook, system?
It's
What's the system?
Both.
It's Ghost is what we're mostly using.
You're most ghost.
Mostly
Most
ghosts.
ghosts.
Mostly ghostly.
Yeah, the most ghost host.
Nice. Sweet. Hi, I'm Aabria, and I'm playing Khairyn, the snack mage.
Yay!
Cause the zombie apocalypse.
Otherwise known as the killingest ever.
Whoopsie.
Hey folks, I'm Nick. I'm playing Oats, the Frankenstein monster, and I'm also going to show off my picture.
Alright, Eli, you're Oats. Do something.
Yeah, you're now Oats.
I'm Oats. I have many arms.
Yeah,
and
you
faces.
do. It's great.
Yeah, that's
It's coming out
good.
that thing.
Dear Twitch, please click that.
Oh my god, I want that gift so
I want it
bad.
very badly. Please give me this
Amazing.
thing.
Ah,
Sorry, it was an accident. I didn't mean to push that.
I thought you made that noise for a second. I was like,
Just a little pterodactyl. Like a
a little bit.
little
Did you turn into a pterodactyl and back real fast?
Caw! That's not a pterodactyl noise.
I want you to fact check that pterodactyl.
Look here! My God! Hey, you!
So, on to the show.
Whippoorwill.
Some really bad things happened last time. But
Depends on your point
before
of view.
But we don't know who
before
did
we
it.
get to that, we do not know who did it.
There's no way to know.
There is no way to know.
That's what I heard.
You don't even know.
There is somebody who also didn't know what happened last time.
Ooh.
When she went with everybody leaving the underworld,
Oh, okay.
and then it is all suddenly dark.
Oh,
Bum, bum, bum.
like very dark?
There's no light.
Zero light.
Zero light. And there's like something on you. In fact, you're kind of lying on your back now. And there's like twigs or something on you.
Gross, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Do I have anything that can make light? What can I see in the dark? I forget how to play this character, you guys.
What game is this?
Do you have Aziz?
Where am I?
I cast disease.
I cast disease.
Good question. Oh, can I burst into flames?
Oh my god!
Oh, you might be able to. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure you can see in the dark.
Okay.
But it's still, there's nothing.
It's still very dark.
It's still very dark.
I guess I'll feel my way around. See what's...
There is, you hit wood about a foot away from your face, and maybe about 6 inches to either side.
Oh, I see what's happening here. Well, we're gonna have to Hulk out of this.
All right.
When in doubt, turn inside out.
When in
No!
Yes, I want a shirt with Grace on it that says "When in doubt, turn inside out."
Wait, Stu? I need you to get on that.
No, I'll do it.
Oh, that's right.
She will do
I
it,
could,
and I will buy it.
And I will buy it.
All right, let's do this.
Come in like an A shirt.
Yeah,
Okay,
actually,
good.
yes. Yeah, on my t-shirt site, I have tanks, sweatshirts, all kinds of stuff, you guys.
Excellent.
You can get one with a bog mummy on it. It's pretty sweet.
We should all wear Sam's shirts that we all have.
It's true. Okay.
I need to order
Phantasmal
one.
Marionette. Let's do this.
We need catchphrases for all characters. So,
okay.
I'm
you got 2
very
weeks
normal.
now. Think about it.
And I just did. Minerva, can you just draw Charles Gruff?
Oh my god!
no.
I want that shirt. I want Khairyn Charles tummy time.
Wait, I forget how to do this. Okay, so I have 7 dice for Marionette, and then...
And then you roll your. Okay.
Yours could be,
It is.
if I get
there
too
is
rough,
the.
just grab me
Oh
by
yeah,
the
it
scruff.
tells me in the thing.
Yeah, it tells
Sorry,
you in
you
the thing.
guys.
Because it's the skill for it plus the attribute for it plus your.
Intimidation
Yeah.
plus occult.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because you're scaring the Geist out of you?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Sometimes the Geist just jumps right on at it.
Or maybe it's that you're getting scary.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's more
Okay.
likely.
that seems more fair.
I want to bring up that book
Cool.
just to make sure I have all of that for
Got
you. Nope, not
Four
it.
for that, and keystones. 1 for that. Phantasmal Marionette. 1 for that. Okay, it's a lot of dice. Okay. 2, 3.
You need to take more weeks off. That's a good roll.
Hey, those dice just needed a breaky break.
Do I get 8s too,
They
or
need
just
it-
9s?
8s,
Eights.
yes.
Okay.
And you reroll 10s.
Yeah. 5, that's a 9. Okay.
Huzzah.
6
Ooh.
She's doing it, y'all.
plus 7. 7
Seven.
successes.
Wow. So what does that manifestation give you, like, generally? Aside from turning inside out.
So it gives me Ellen's strength, which her strength is 5, her dexterity is 5, and her stamina is also 5.
Nice.
Whoa.
She's a beast. I wasn't kidding when I said Hulk out. And
I'm
also,
literally the least scary thing in this group.
yeah. Also, I can fly.
I don't agree with that.
Do I have 5
I'm
dots?
not scary.
4 dots.
I'm the problem.
Oh yeah, and
You don't
I
present
have
scary.
my
And
My-
I am the cure.
scorpion stinger weapon.
Right.
I
Okay.
have 4 dots. Yeah.
Cool.
So basically, I just Hulk out.
So those 7 successes don't give you anything extra on top of that.
I don't think so. I think that just determines like how well I do it. Question mark? I actually don't remember.
The seltzer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't say.
Cool.
I'm just extra good at it, I guess.
Well, I'm going to use those 7 successes for the actual hulking out.
Okay.
And so you go, "Ugh," and yes, you tear up out of a grave. And in fact, you know this area. You tear out, and you're in a crypt. In fact, it's a crypt that you know.
Okay.
Because you like rip out of the basically like the sarcophagus into the crypt, also like cracking it and daylight is coming in, and it is where your husband is laid to rest.
Supposed to be laid to rest.
Well, there is a bunch of sticks on you that is kind of like hanging.
Are they sticks or bones?
Well, if you look at it, they're sticks.
Okay.
They are carved in the shape of hands and feet.
Rude. This is a fake dead husband.
And in fact, if you look at the face, it is your dead husband's face carved in the wood. Like a fucked up Pinocchio. That's real old now. I mean, he's been here for a little while.
Yeah, I'm taking that with me. Rip the head off of it. Put it in my pocket. Like,
Check, please.
This is not where I park my car.
this is unacceptable.
And I forget, was he buried in? He was buried.
He was
in
buried in London.
Okay, good.
Yeah. In that cemetery that we were in
Yes.
before.
And in fact, it is morning, and you see there are a bunch of people, like lots of people, actually, like kind of wandering about the place. You know,
Casually come out of this crypt.
casually, yeah.
Nonchalant.
And you don't even have to roll; you know they're dead.
Okay. Oh, these people are dead.
Yeah, they're dead. But
Okay, good.
none of them are looking at you.
Yeah.
Kind of walking by. There's like one lady who's like, she seems rather fresh compared to everybody else who's like walking by wearing nothing but a toe tag and you know, just. And then there's like a group of them that might have like come from a certain clan, from like a specific sarcophagus.
Ooh.
But it's, you know, it's a bunch of dead people walking.
Do I see? Because my husband was buried in his family crypt. Are there any of his family's ghosts about?
There are no ghosts about.
Oh. Hey. Just dead people, no ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Are they corporeal?
Well, I haven't touched them yet.
Let's go poke one.
Okay. Do you want to go? The closest one to you is the toe tag one. Do you want to go poke that one?
Sure.
Yep. And just wait and poke her. She kind of reacts to it and turns and looks at you. Hi.
Hello. A lot of people about today.
Nice day for it.
Yes. Are you aware that you're dead?
Hmm?
I'm not sure. Okay.
I do not understand. Ted was walking and don't know where it came from.
Ted was walking?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Ted?
Me, Ted.
Oh, you're speaking of yourself in the third person. How odd. Okay. All right.
Mars, third person. And looking around for who else you're talking to.
Carry on, yes. Enjoy your day.
They are carry on, yes.
Hey, if you can stuff them in that compartment.
Yeah.
That's why you get people to do yoga. You just,
These aren't going to be very helpful. To find some actual ghosts, or maybe living people, I guess. All right.
you probably might hear in the far distance, a scream. There's stuff burning. But it's a very nice day. In fact, you feel incredibly alive right now. You feel fantastic.
Well, that's weird. How's Ellen feeling? What's the smile barometer?
Oh, the smile on your face is very big.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
Yep, something terrible probably is happening. All right. Well, let's go back up to the mansion and see if our ghost friends are in there. Maybe I can ask them where the House of Bitter Reflection is.
Okay. So, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. As you walk by the people who are enjoying their nice morning, you pass by a large area where a bunch of them have been gooified. And by a bunch, it's kind of like as far as you can see in that direction. Like, you know,
Oh.
bones lying about the place, and just kind of like, it's like oil slick, but people slick.
Neat.
And kind of like, you kind of have to get through it for a little. You play hopscotch with some puddles of people.
I'm in Ellen form. I can fly.
Oh, yeah.
Not getting my feet in that.
Like that. Well, then you can see pretty far. And yeah,
Oh,
there's
good.
a metric fuck ton of people, like, ended up goo.
Gonna have to ask Khairyn about this.
See?
Some of the bones are still kind of gelatin, but, like, that weird, like, off-meat jello that you wouldn't even give to, like, you know, you wouldn't even give it to an animal because it's off-meat jello. Aspics. Show me your aspics.
That's unappetizing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
not a fan.
It's like green jello with olives and
Oof.
tuna in it. That's what it
That's
looks
too
like.
Russian for me, no thank you.
No thanks.
So you'll get very quickly. You're flying.
Okay.
You get to the house, and there are a bunch of meat sacks in it wandering about,
No ghosts.
bumping into each other.
No ghosts?
No ghosts.
Do any of them look like the ghosts that were here before?
No. And most of the ones in here are ones like before that have like a toe tag on it. It's quite likely, you knowing about how dead things go, that there's a morgue here.
Yeah.
And that's what these people are from.
Okay. Lack of ghosts is disturbing.
Only you would say that.
Well, okay. I don't like it. Let's see. I have a thing I can do. Distant vision. Okay. Is there I'm gonna go up to the lady of the house's study,
Mm-hmm.
and is there a mirror in there?
There is a mirror in that place where all the stuff was,
Yeah.
where you stole stuff last time.
Oh yeah, let's go in there.
Borrow.
Sorry, where you borrowed stuff the last time.
She told me that her house was my house.
Yeah.
That means all the stuff in it is also mine, so it's not stealing.
Picasso is Picasso.
Exactly.
And there's a mirror there that is like it's like silver and bone with like little cracked like fetus skulls on like all four of the corners.
Neat. Okay, so let's see if I can get a distant vision of where she is, because I have questions for her. Psyche plus wits. Plus, how about I make up a thing that I stole before that gives me a bonus?
Sure.
This game is very
I have like 2 more unused items that I didn't describe from when I stole stuff.
yeah.
I'll just make one up, that'd be great.
Are you looking through it or something?
Aww. Not helpful. No successes.
No successes.
I don't know where that lady is. Alright.
The little fetus skulls on all 4 corners start like screaming in a like a dissonant chorus. Like the kind of like the cat, like
Yeah.
but you know, ghost voices screaming,
Yeah.
and getting louder and louder and louder and louder, and then one explodes, and then another explodes,
I guess I should go.
and then another explodes,
Well, there's only 4.
and the last one explodes.
It double explodes.
No. I guess I should go try and find some live people. Fine, I'll leave the cemetery.
Okay.
Go try to find some humans. I guess. I don't like it.
That's an all bummed.
Speaking of, there's only one human really.
Yeah, not humans.
You guys set up like a whole defensive perimeter and stuff. Like we went into like
Several humans.
full blown. Okay, so we're gonna go do a quick recap here.
Okay.
Zombie apocalypse happened.
No one could ever know
No
how.
one knows why it happened.
Super weird.
But came out of the underworld and everything was totally fucked. And the graveyard is full of zombies. There was much fighting to be had. Things got their faces wrecked, and then they got out of the. You really should listen to us. Great episode.
We got to see a hard rage.
Yeah, we did.
Ooh.
I said what I said.
I feel like it was the Battle of the Titans happened.
It was really cool. We got a good big boy fight.
And they finally left the cemetery to try and save people, to find that people had already been being killed by zombies, and zombies are everywhere. Because it turns out in this time period in London, they had run out of places to put dead bodies, so they just started putting them everywhere, like in the sewer or in tiny little churchyards, or sometimes stacking 4, 5, 10 on top of each other. And it was kind of a shit show, which means it's a great place for a zombie apocalypse, which I didn't even have to do.
And we wonder who did.
Still don't know.
Yeah.
No way to tell.
One, two,
No
three,
way to
got it.
tell.
You're not allowed to talk.
So you guys, you set up like some sort of. Like,
we went
what
to
did you
the-
guys
We went
do?
to the pub.
Yeah,
You
we
went to
went-
the pub. That's right.
Wait for it to blow over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. We went to the Winchester.
That's what we did.
that's literally what we did. And then,
Go.
I think Mac and I were going around trying to save people.
Oh yeah, I was had gone back to like human ghostly form and was like waving people into the pub.
What was the name of our sweet pub?
The Winchester.
Oh no!
There's a name for it.
No,
It's
it's,
the Father to be. I don't know.
I'm feeling something Swan.
It was something, but I don't remember what it was.
I think it was something Swan, but I actually, for some
It was
reason,
Ron Swan
That
and Son.
Oh my god,
Sin.
you guys.
Yep, we're doing it.
I'm into it.
Oh no, my version.
No,
Yeah,
it's something. It was something like.
it's something very good.
I thought it was something Swan.
I thought it was something.
It might have been that.
Maybe.
White Swan? The Black
I don't
Swan?
even remember. It's fine. Chat. 10 party points to whoever remembers and puts it in.
I will
chat.
give you all my 100 beers.
Ooh.
I got 50 on it.
What else does morning look like right now for you guys?
I'm very tired.
I would say that Charles is probably pushing himself. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
Yeah, he's probably like pushing himself to like not sleep, try to just keep going and saving people.
I think that the way that we had set it was you were kind of getting people on one side of the street into the safety of the inn/bar, and I was at the other end, sort of gatekeeping and preventing any of the dead from passing this line that I
Nice.
gouged into the street.
With a street light?
Yeah. Just batter up anything that's coming by.
Gladys is getting real tired of this because she was hoping that this, like, Afterlife already kind of sucks. This is way worse.
Respect. Every time someone like swings by, like it's just like we should just leave London. We should just go. We should find Grace, and then just leave. They'll be fine.
And this way you seem very close, like one street out. They didn't even get very far.
Oh, okay. So I find them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I found Grace.
In Ellen form.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh no.
there are a lot of dead people around, and they're not edible.
I'm so sorry. There's no way to know how this has happened. But I'm glad to see you're fine.
You can see her trying not to smile with Ellen's face. Just like, not succeeding.
Ellen, calm down. Ellen, get your shit together, girl.
Yeah, there are two laughs happening
Yeah.
on the side of her
That
face.
is unnerving and unnecessary.
Yes. No matter whose fault this is, I know where my not dead husband is.
Wait, he's not dead.
No, look at this. It's wood. This was in his coffin.
He wasn't secretly like a tree people.
No, he was definitely not a tree.
Okay.
I would have noticed that. And I don't think the poison would have worked on him then.
That's fair. That's a good point. And that seems like poison ivy.
Probably.
Sorry, my jokes aren't very good. I've been trying to kill a lot of zombies. Honestly, I'm very tired. Can we stop?
Fair enough. They don't. Oh, well, I guess I'm not really their flavor. They weren't attacking me.
Oh, so you've just been having a lovely day with them?
Yeah, I just had a lovely chat with them. They're not very smart
Oh, I'm so sorry.
or useful. I need to find the House of Bitter Reflections.
My goodness. Well, this is just a normal bar, so we should probably keep walking.
You know, before we go, I could use a drink. It's
Okay.
been a day. I woke up in my husband's coffin.
Oh.
I had to Hulk out of it.
How exciting for you.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, I don't know how our dear friends Charles and Oats are doing, but they did fight just a little while ago, so that might be a little bit of a tender spot.
With each other?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then a giant made of more bodies. Just lots of people acting in concert.
Ooh, like a Wicker Man.
Oh,
Made of
yeah.
bodies.
Yeah. That's not the... You were missed. Put a whole delightful spin on this.
Sounds lovely. I'm sorry I missed it.
Unfortunate. I'm sure there'll be more.
Ooh.
Let's
That
get that
sounds
drink.
Yeah. By the way, you guys all do see Ellen fly in and land. Like, this is not something that is secretive. And I think Ellen is not as big as like Oats or Garu form, but but Ellen is not a tiny human. Well, it's not a human, but not a tiny creature.
No, and
Yeah.
she also has, floaty hair and blood.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's contrails. Like after, it's like there's
Yeah.
the blood going after, so you can
Yeah.
like see where. That's awesome.
she looks like she's underwater even when she's not.
The drink.
She sort of fills the space, even though she's not quite as physically, dimensionally
Yeah.
imposing.
So what's happening now?
I do have a quick question, though, actually, because you brought something up. I was making the assumption that the dead were malevolent, but is that not the case? Are they just sort of wandering around?
Oh, they definitely attacked you guys.
Okay,
100%, and they're definitely attacking people and eating them.
okay, got
Not
it. So it's
people.
just that,
Yeah.
right?
Remember how
She's already one of them. They don't attack each
Princess.
other. Got it.
She was our princess when
Yeah.
we were in the underworld.
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
I was too
No one
confused.
told her.
Our princess.
I have some lovely to-go tests to show you.
I know. I like this. You not understanding. But yeah, they were 100% malevolent, and also they're not like coming at you in waves right now. Like you've kind of cleared out the area. It's kind of like Charles goes out, grabs somebody, runs back. There's like some zombies following, and then crush all of those, and people who are following, get waved in. But it's not like, I don't know any of the zombie video games, but
Sure.
where they're like
Legend of
coming and
Zelda.
going. Yeah, it's not like Legend of Zelda where like zombies just going around, just fucking waves of them.
We all nod knowledgeably.
And you have like
Yeah,
that
that well-known zombie game, Legend of Zelda.
yeah, the Zelda repeating shotgun,
Yes.
Yeah.
with
Yeah, yeah,
So you
yeah.
have played it.
I have played it, yeah. With the, you have the Triforce like grenade launcher with it. It's not like that. It's
Okay,
not like
okay.
that.
Okay.
But once in a while, like especially when a big noise happens, usually made by a werewolf going out and getting somebody, then you'll have some coming in.
Charles, how are you holding up?
He'd probably be running because he's in direwolf form. Kind of stop and look, and then just keep going.
Rude.
He's very busy.
True.
He's fine.
Oh, hey.
Oh, you made it out of the underworld.
Yes, well, apparently. It seems like I did, but honestly, I'm not sure with all the zombie action.
Yes.
It's a bit confusing. You look a bit different, so that's interesting as well, but you smell the same.
She looks. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has turned inside out.
I
forgot.
was half Ellen before.
Yeah. Now you're full Ellen.
Oh, yes.
What?
There's usually not quite so many dead people around here. At least they usually don't walk.
I mean, it wasn't when I was still alive, so that's, good to know that this isn't normal.
Honestly, they're all as pale as I remember.
Speaking of rude.
Fair point. Well, wait, what's your character's name again?
Gladys.
Gladys. Have you heard of the House of Bitter Reflections?
I can't say that it rings a bell.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like a particularly pleasant place.
No. Well, it's apparently where I should find my not entirely as dead as previously thought husband.
Fantastic.
Well, it seems a lot of people are not as dead as we thought earlier.
That's a fair point.
True, I don't think he was ever dead. There was a wooden skeleton in his coffin.
That seems like an awful lot of trouble.
I know, they even carved his face on it.
I like that you still
I mean,
have
I
it.
appreciate the craftsmanship, but honestly...
It's a good likeness.
If you say so. I mean, I don't know your dead husband.
No,
Quick question: where are you guys while you're doing this?
in the bar.
Oh, you're in the bar. Oh, there's a lot of screaming. People trying to huddle away.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah, they're not so comfortable with anything that's going on, but they're safe, so they should shut up.
Honestly.
And they just roll intimidation for me, just cuz.
Amazing.
It's intimidation plus
Your finesse.
finesse. All the dice. 11 dice.
8 or better, reroll 10s.
5, 7.
The big thing about ghosts is ghosts.
I'm gonna
don't have
roll them
3
over
attributes.
here because that dice tray is really far away.
It is fun.
It's 8s, right?
8s
Yep.
and reroll 10s.
1,
Yay.
2, 3, 4,
With a new dice, he's a good boy.
Look at those good dice.
5.
That's an exceptional success.
Yay!
So it's
Beautiful.
silent.
Those new dice
Everybody's
did
like,
well.
everybody's like completely frozen. Even they don't even want to move because that might make a noise.
I'm just gonna casually go over to the bar, get a bottle of champagne, start drinking it, and go, I don't even eat your kind. You don't have to worry.
That's not helpful. Okay, people.
Speak for yourself.
I know, I said I.
Fair.
Do you eat normal people? Fuck.
You guys here.
Oh no, you're going to die now.
And you guys, there's kind of like a wet spray.
On whom?
Probably all y'all.
Gross.
Probably just like turn around and growl and like snap at his face.
Oh, you can smell what it is. And he takes his face up, and his face has been left behind.
Oh!
And right here is a wooden face with big eyes.
What the fuck?
I don't believe that's
What?
normal.
Why is your skeleton
What's
wood?
going on? What? I don't.
Don't sneeze again. Don't do it. Follow my friends. You're gonna leave this room. Don't turn your head.
Everything's gonna
Straight
be
line.
just fine.
Can you take him to another room?
His
He's
head
scared the other people.
starts to split open,
Oh fuck.
and then the hit, like kind of like at the middle of his sort of hairline, splits down, and the skin just kind of slides
I want
off
to
his
grab.
head.
I don't want it to get all the way down. I'm gonna grab him by the top of his head, just hold it up
He's
there,
great.
and then walk him out.
It
Stop
turns
it,
to
and then-
kind of like. Have you ever played with like cooked blood?
Yeah. What?
It's that consistency.
Oh, okay.
So it like
Cool.
it is turning
Like you
into
do.
goo in your hands, like, and just kind of going everywhere.
You know, like cooked blood.
Like cooked blood. But it's there, like you can hold it. But if you like try and like hold it by an end, it's not gonna go so well.
I just slop him up by the cheeks and say like, "Fucking, let's go, let's go, let's go." You're
It's-
dripping, you're dripping, you're dripping.
Yeah, it's going
And I'll
everywhere.
push him in a back room,
Alright.
and then be like, "What is this?" And then wave my hands and yuck.
What does he smell like a wood person covered in like
He
Human
smelled like a
outsides?
human right until like you saw his face.
And now he smells like a wood person in a human sack?
And now it smells like a whole bunch of human sack and
A whole human sack
wood.
by itself is a whole other
That
thing.
is
we're
a
talking
very
about.
bad smell. That I know better than cooked blood because I went to college.
I missed you
Smells
guys.
like
That's
nuts
what
and
you do.
flowers.
That's what you do in Mage's college.
Yeah, there you go. Woo.
Nuts, flesh, and wood.
Yep. Okay, so what's his deal?
It just falls down to the ground.
He melts like he looks like the goo that I saw earlier.
No, this is a different goo. This is red goo, and the stuff you saw before was putrid goo.
He's
Okay.
still...
But this is red goo, but there's a wooden skeleton just like you saw before, this time fresh.
Is he still articulating, or is he just like...
He's
that's
gone.
falling? He's gone.
Oh, he's just dead now?
Yeah, he's dead now.
How rude.
Oh, maybe my husband is dead. That guy's skeleton is wood too.
Oh, does it look like his...
Is that a trend of things?
I want to
happening?
snap off his head and be like, does it match your husband's?
Yeah, is the wood the same? Same type of wood?
It's wonderful craftsmanship.
Hmm.
Do you want a second one?
I mean, yes.
Alright, the next one's mine now.
Okay.
A scream erupts elsewhere in the tavern.
Oh, dang.
It
Bloody
seems to
hell.
be contagious.
And in fact, there's a lot of consternation now. And a lot of screaming going on.
You told them to be quiet, and I think it's just... I just want to say that I think it's rude that they're not listening.
I'm
gonna
gonna
go
go
back
towards
in
the
and-
screaming.
Yeah, I'm heading back towards the screaming.
There's a woman holding, a 10 or 11-year-old sized marionette doll that had some sleeping clothes on. And then over in the back corner, somebody just noticed that some guy who was there alone had fallen apart into, Geppetto land.
Cool. Can we try to get a read on what this is?
Actually, now that I know,
Rolls?
there's a scent of these people that have sort of a wood undertone, I suppose. Is it possible to send out how many people in this place are going to fall apart that we thought we saved but are actually wood?
They're only turning to that smell when they are dying, basically.
Well, that's less than helpful.
But
They don't have
It's
a fresh
less-
pine scent.
it's less than a dozen, at least for right now.
I'm assuming Charles would hear the screams and he just comes busting in
Yeah.
and just
Is-
growling.
Is anything like that happening to the corpses in the street, or anyone that I'm seeing out?
There are dead corpses on the street that have been killed by zombies that haven't risen. Some of the corpses have risen, some of them haven't. Most of the ones that haven't have gone and now have these Pinocchio dolls sitting in puddles of red goo.
I want to approach one of them and kind of poke and prod and document like a natural historian would.
Excellent. You had some great drawings.
Hold on, I need to look up my chimerical key spells.
While you're doing that, I'm just... Khairyn leans over and says, well, if I'm going to take credit for the zombie part, I think maybe unearthing your husband's wood face may have caused this little fun situation to pop off. So...
You think me bringing his wood skeleton here did this?
Yeah, it catches... I don't know.
It doesn't seem I don't think wood is contagious.
I don't know. I've never seen a person melt and then turn into a wood skeleton. But that was a new one that sort of popped off with you.
Honestly, it was a little unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it, because I do feel like this is solidifying my case for we should just go!
We
And
should probably
see if it's
go.
like this elsewhere.
That's a good question.
Yes.
We're not going to run.
Oh, I don't run very much, so we could just gently walk away.
Let's test your hypothesis,
We
and
could
then I'm just gonna
saunter.
put the wood skull next to a person to see if it triggers them to.
Silent and shaking. looks over at Gladys.
Do they liquefy?
Aw, you would?
I don't think it's contagious.
Ooh, okay. Well then, all I'm saying is it's very weird that your husband's bones locked in a crypt. Because you said you busted out of a crypt, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Seems to, unless he died in the last 5 minutes and there's been a whole weird day that you weren't part of, that happened before. So are all Londoners wooden boned inside?
They might be now,
Well,
because
but
of whatever you did.
No, I've seen a lot of the insides of Londoners in the last 15, 20 minutes. Mostly bone, lots of screaming. This is new.
That's true. There were a lot of bones in the cemetery. Not all of them would. Only some.
So, I'm not blaming you. In that I also won't take any sort of, psychological hit for my part in this. I'm simply trying to
Let's just
cross
agree
our
that the
reason.
wood is probably neither of us.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
someone else's problem. We should kill and possibly eat them.
Agree.
Okay. Oh, I think he meant that about me. Don't try to kill me. I don't want to hurt you.
Inspecting the wood, if I spend a little extra time on it, their features are obviously carved into it. Is there any other symbology or anything else carved into these? Or is it just a complete facsimile of the human skeleton?
It is a complete facsimile of them underneath this. It isn't even like two bones. It is like, it looks exactly like a marionette of them, just slightly thinner.
Oh, gross.
But if I look at the head of one of them, is there anything else on there, any other markings?
No other markings other than the fact that you could absolutely 100% take all of these people and do a giant fucked up puppet show with them, and it would look perfectly normal as long as you clean them off.
What do I have to roll for that?
Just don't run!
Okay. We need a puppet show. The 5 of you decide to do this. Okay.
Can I make an occult roll to see if I know anything that could be responsible for making horrible marionettes?
Of course you can.
Yay! Oh, let's re-roll that guy.
There we go.
3. 2 of them are 10s. 4 successes.
4 successes. These look more like you have read some things where it could be stories of demons or stories of fair folk or stories of whatever, creating facsimiles to stand in for people.
Okay.
And something like that could have been, but something like this would have been going on for a long time and have nothing to do with zombie apocalypse. There are zero you don't really even remember any zombie apocalypse prophecies or anything like that.
Those happen later.
This is more of somebody is replacing somebody or creating somebody new, more of a facsimile kind of situation as opposed to what people turn into.
Okay. So on a smaller scale.
Well, not necessarily smaller scale, but it's more of them that probably is not related to this sort of thing.
Okay.
But it replacing people, maybe even there are even space alien cults that have things of replacing people with these automatons.
Okay.
I don't know that this is something that Oats would know or recognize or anything like that, but me, Nick, the player, is curious and thinks it might be important. Is there, what is the percentage? Is it 1 out of 10 people is one of these things? Is it 40%?
It looks more around somewhere between 15 to 25%.
Okay, that's a lot of the population to have been replaced
At
over
least
time
the ones
with-
you see.
by
But yeah.
marionette mannequins.
You said that this could be coming from the fairies?
I mean, demons or fae folk are known to have do this sort of thing, replace people with facsimiles But I suppose they could have been doing that for a long time, and then the melting is just a side effect of
But
the apocalypse?
surely those are just stories.
Why don't we call the cat?
Stories, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, grapevines.
I want to remind you guys this happened a long time ago, but you might remember that these were the same stories that Dantain told you of what they went through because they were stolen by their parents.
Being turned into marionettes?
Right. Well, changelings. Right. Yeah.
But that was like 3 months ago. So
A lot has
a
happened.
lot has happened since then.
Wait, so that was the thing that they told us that the others did to them? Okay.
Yeah, we should talk to some sort of cat in shoes. What was it?
Oh,
The cat.
Oh, not that guy again.
he gave me that bell to ring,
Huh.
didn't he? Will I ring it?
Bell?
Yeah, so some man known as a cat wearing
She forgot
shoes.
about that.
Seems weird. Loves to make deals, interrupts snacks, kind of rude.
I don't know. He was nice to me.
Oh, he was nice to me too. His whole air is a little.
We could just ask him if he knows.
He's going to ask for something in return. He
Well,
offers nothing.
The
really.
the price ain't worth the answer.
Oh, what if he wants some of these marionettes though?
We could find out what the price is.
Then there's plenty of them lying around the street for him
There
to
we go.
take his pick.
Okay,
Or
rings
we
bell.
could beat it out of him.
Oh, son of a...
And out from like the back, like there's a hallway
walking
behind you.
down the
Just
corner?
walks up. Hello, my friends. You've been busy bees, haven't you?
I didn't want to be.
We don't like to be bored.
You're not boring.
Could be in
Not
Paris.
once. That's why you're my favorite.
Oh, why, thank you.
Rude. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Um,
I haven't forgotten you. And
No
the
one could.
the room that screams forever.
Isn't that fun?
It's delightful.
Since you seem to know so much about what we're about, why don't you answer our question then? What's up with all these...
Oh,
I hope
oh! It's all the fetches. They're falling
I
apart.
turn and look if you're doing... Are you still doing the thing?
He laughs at it.
Really?
There are people
I
here.
just make it pet your face.
Snap.
Rude.
There are still people here.
Fetches?
They're just going to keep screaming. I don't think we can traumatize them more.
We could
Probably
try, but honestly, I think we should focus on this first.
Yes, okay.
yeah.
Rude.
So the fetches are falling apart.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, when one of the others comes to steal somebody away, they leave something behind so nobody misses them. And those are falling apart because
Oh.
there's so much death energy everywhere now. It's almost like... I don't even know. It's a bit chilly, don't you think?
It
Around.
seems nice to me. It's a lovely day. I mean, aside from all the mess.
Seems
That's
So
a
they're
bit
not even
messy.
alive anyway.
So the fetches,
They're
the
still alive.
the magic that keeps them going is now failing.
seems
Why?
an awful lot of them.
That does seem like a good question. Why?
Oh, well, because of the death energy that's blocking it. Like, the entire world is completely inundated with all of the underworld.
Oh, whole
that was
world.
Oh, good thing you didn't go to
somewhere,
Paris.
somehow, like, squished out into it. Oh, do you want to see?
Oats looks at Khairyn, but is talking to the Marquis.
Yes.
The entire world.
That is so unfortunate.
It is. It is
I
unfortunate.
thought Paris would be lovely this time of year. What?
Well, it depends on your
What?
point of
You
view.
did
If you have something to say, no. I am done with these furtive looks. And sir, just say it then.
What about all the people you said you were trying to help?
What are you talking about? All the people outside?
No. The people you were trying to help. Not the ones that we were trying to help.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You had this whole big thing about you were going to protect the people, the innocent ones, the ones who didn't deserve it, who have been ground to paste by all of the
By the wheels of
imperialism,
yes.
and now you've unleashed the dead on them as well.
It's unfortunate. What do you want me to say? If I could undo it, I fucking would have by now. Do you want me to weep
What?
and wail in the corner?
Well, would be a start.
Well, sorry, I'm the wrong bitch for that. So can we move along with our day? Let's try
You
to
have a
figure out how to
plan,
solve
then?
it. No, that's why I'm trying to gather more information. But you're here giving me side eye, and I'm going to snatch one of the 18 sets of eyes out of your fucking head if you do it again. Do we have a problem? We'll figure out how to fix it, but I'm not going to waste any time feeling bad about it. It's useless. It's a useless emotion.
Oats grunts and stumps over into the corner.
Charlie, you may have made some mistakes.
I'm not the one that made the mistakes.
I mean, in choosing your pack.
Do you have a problem, Charles?
Let's fix it.
I'm trying.
Are you? There was somebody that obviously everyone was
Goddess.
wanting to talk about, and
Oh, let her speak. Go on.
and you seem just absolutely wrecked over what's happened.
Once again, I don't think our talents are best spent slogging away at a sea of undead in London. Because
And you propose to just walk away and go somewhere else.
anywhere else that could help us get to the bottom of this, because from what I can see, from what we've done so far, there are no answers here. There's only a constant expenditure of energy. I would like to find a solution. I don't think it's here in this fucking pub.
Do agree. Side note, Marquis, do you know anything about the House of Bitter Reflections?
He was like, I'd stolen a beer.
Is it really stolen if the owner's probably dead?
Oh no! This is still marionette.
He's like, la la la. He was like, no, no, no. Here you go. Would you like this beer? Oh, no, thank you. Yeah, he was like, spits at. Excuse me?
Yes. House of Bitter Reflections. Looking for it.
Stop saying it!
Of course,
Just another spit take.
of course you are. It doesn't really exist anymore. It kind of fell apart when the Princess Magnificent was killed.
Is that one of the others?
The who?
Fell apart, but where would it have been?
Well, it's currently past the hedge in the Fae where the princess is
That
from.
fucking place again.
She was one of the others.
Okay, and how do we get there?
Well, I can take you.
Go on. But
You just owe me one.
come on. Damn him. What do you want to do?
Surely we can work something out that's agreeable without having a future unknown favor.
Well, since I'm the only way you can get there right now. Just a nice
Surely
favor.
you might want to do something that might better things as they are. You can't be enjoying it any more than we are.
Oh yeah, he's having a very good time.
Can't you open one of those gates or whatnot?
Honestly, I could try, but the last time I did a relatively fancy bit of magic, broke the underworld, called zombies. Look, I'm showing restraint.
Oh. Hey, why don't you look over there, Khairyn? You now see over there the Tower of the Leaded Coin.
Oh shit! Well, that shouldn't be here.
No, it
Oopsie.
didn't. No, what the fuck she's talking about.
Yeah.
What? Oh, another one of these.
Lots of things are not where they're supposed to be.
Most-
I do think, though, that if we go to where my dead husband is supposed to be. We might find some answers about all of this because apparently it happened to him.
Yeah, so, I mean, confirmed, your husband was a... What's the word we use for the ones that were snatched by the others?
Fetch.
Is it
No, the fetch is what's left behind.
Yeah,
Yes.
so your
What's-
husband died, the fetch was left behind, so your husband was taken... at some
Possibly
point.
beforehand. Maybe I didn't poison him. Maybe I poisoned the fetch. Accidentally.
No.
That seems highly likely.
Accidentally.
Don't
In
do
fact-
that to yourself.
It's impossible for you to have poisoned your husband.
There you go.
See, I didn't kill him. I told you.
I never doubted you for a second.
He looks over at Gladys.
Well, I have something in here that I haven't used yet that I feel could be interesting at this point. I have my otherworldly allure.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Drop a titty on him.
With Gladys, she might, if it gets everybody through to where they need to go without there necessarily being a favor owed.
Yeah, there you go.
He is a handsome, dapper gentleman.
Yeah.
And he's pretty fey. He's as whimsical as I am. I mean, more so.
Have I described him to you? He's like,
I've listened to that.
He's a
Yeah.
furry.
he's a furry. No, he's not.
No. A little
Can
piratey.
I use that to try and attempt
give
to
you
sway
choice to
him?
make-
Absolutely.
So it says dice pool none, cost none,
I
duration
feel like-
permanent.
Just
What's
making
that?
eyes with you across the bar.
Cost none, dice pool none, duration permanent.
Oh, because that's on you. It lets you do so. It allows you to make persuasion tests you normally couldn't make.
Okay. So can I do that?
Sure. Go ahead and seduce the.
And I'm going to go ahead and use my striking looks where I actually get 2 dice for that.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I need to roll?
Well, you're going to roll your finesse because you're manipulating him.
Sure, which is 8 dice by itself.
Plus, what is it?
Seduction?
Yeah, that one.
That's another 2, and then I get another 2 because I'm using my
Mm-hmm.
power.
You should definitely get 5 successes on this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
5 successes.
Nailed it.
Okay, so what do you say to him?
Surely a gentleman such as yourself would perhaps help out a lady in distress, and perhaps the people that she's with in such distress?
I'll absolutely help a lady in that dress.
Oh my god.
I knew you were.
And she kind of like straightens out her dress, like running her like hands down the lines of her body.
The ghost dress?
Yep.
Is there a saxophone in this bar?
That's what I was.
We're on your side here. We're just like a little mood. Just
Get it?
Hey, before she was dead, she was an escort. So
Go. So you're saying you retired? Or can we
yes.
talk?
She was so tired. Tired of being admired.
God damn it, I'm tired.
Give her a break!
Can't you see she's pooped?
Go watch Blazing Saddles if you did not get those references.
Madeline Kahn is amazing.
Well,
So, did
why
we
don't
get-
just come with me to the kitchen? And he goes back through that back room, goes through like the kitchen door.
Sweet.
Gladys follows very quickly behind him and does like almost tries to walk a little ahead of him, like sauntering a little bit, trying to keep his attention so that he does what is needed.
And you guys all follow?
Yes.
Alright. You guys go into what you would know should be the hedge, right? Which is all thorny and there's all sorts of
Yeah.
life and stuff. But you go into it and it's more of like a labyrinth of stone faces.
Oh.
Like on the bottom, on the side, and up above you it's just kind of like blackness and there's some clouds going overhead and there's kind of a mist. You all can see it's not coming from any one particular place. But it's still the hedge, still seems just as dangerous. There's trods and places to go. It's just kind of fucked and weird.
You've
this place.
redecorated. Can't say I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Stop it!
I like it.
And all of you can see, actually relatively close it seems, a giant black tower.
Ooh, what's that?
It's different than the castle from before?
It is different than the castle
Okay.
before. It is a singular like black tower. At the top of it, where there would be an Eye of Sauron, is just kind of like a like silvery-ish disc. It's kind of dull.
Do you still have your little necklace?
Yes.
Okay, it was a simple question.
I hate this place.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
Do you want me to make it rain squid again?
Don't you do it!
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I know, she
imagine an
wouldn't even
umbrella.
eat them.
I imagine an umbrella, just preemptively.
You get an umbrella. It is made of like bones with like a dead like peacock head right here, and it's all bat wings that come out.
I snap off the peacock head. Just open it. Step on it. Weird here. My place was whimsical and cute, and now it's all Ellen-ish.
We can... Hey!
Not
I was
wrong.
gonna say we could fix it, but now I don't want to.
I didn't say gracious, I said Ellen-ish.
Sometimes it's kind of the same.
I'm
Rude.
sorry. I'm reacting out of hurt. See, this is what happens when you let your emotions get the best of you.
Who was that to? Me?
I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
Humph!
How long has it been since the last time we were here? Just-
Well, in your guys' time, oh gosh, days maybe?
Yeah.
Does Charles, since I bit the girl that ran fast,
Mm-hmm.
do I get a trail?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, antelope.
Well, why don't you roll for that?
Oh, what do I roll?
You should roll whatever it is you roll for perception, plus your primal urge,
I
plus
raised my
what you
primal
get
urge.
for being in your wolf form. Oh, by the way, did everybody get their experience from last time?
I didn't spend it.
Okay, cool.
It's okay.
You still get it then first.
Okay, sweet. How much? 4? 2. Okay. I always say 4.
11?
11?
3?
14?
11 D12.
Love it when this happens. Didn't even think of that.
Can make it whimsical again.
I feel like everything's all death energy now.
You just need to, like, scale the death back a little.
I don't even want it.
The death?
Oh, I didn't even tell you. Did I tell you? I'm the last mage.
Oh, neat.
No.
No, not
there were a
neat.
bunch before. I think at some point we came back from here, lost some time, and in that time,
They all died.
sounds like the others killed literally every, and not just like killed.
Charles in direwolf form nudges
No,
Ellen
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of starts walking off, trotting.
I'm gonna follow. Where is he going? Charles? Where are you going?
He starts picking up speed.
have fun. I'm not going to run after you.
Is he going in the right direction?
He's going in a direction.
I'm asking the Marquis.
He's like, well, it depends what he's trying to find.
Where's my house?
Fair enough.
Some people go this way.
That's
Go
not.
that way.
It's not quite really like that here. You can get there that way. I wouldn't, but you can.
Well, Charles is already going that way, and we should stick together.
Fair enough.
Charles! Where are you going, Charles?
Very well.
Will you come with us? Or do we have to go your way?
Damn.
Gladys is going to slip her arm into the Marquis's arm. And you join us, won't you?
Oh, come on. The last time we took someone from this realm, it went super well for him until he became a mist that screams.
It was the best thing. Let's go.
Oh, good.
After Charles.
You are very fun.
Aren't we?
We have the most fun.
Delightful.
I'm going to run after Charles.
Okay.
I'll fly kind of in between the walkers and the runners.
How fast do you run? How fast are you running?
He's running not that fast. Because he knows somebody's super slow.
Not super slow.
You're super slow.
See, this is how you get Underworld's broken. Something to Mage to do Mage shit.
It's more like... brr, brr, brr.
I use Ground Eater.
All right, do it.
Cast a spell.
All right.
I want to be the one in the back.
It's only... It normally would be none, but now it's 2 paradox.
Oh,
But it isn't,
'cause
like,
it's
double
actually
paradox.
Very good to like cast stuff down here.
Yeah.
Space, which is nice for me. Space anytime magic.
It's just, especially when you do big magic in a place where magic is bad, makes it really rough.
All right.
You did it.
Did I?
Well, there's one.
Okay, cool. That's 2. All right, 2 successes.
All right, and then roll 2 dice and don't get 2 successes.
Yeah, right. I have
1.
Banes.
Okay. Do you want to take that into you? Do you want to let it ride? Do you want to cancel it?
I'll cancel it.
All right.
Lame.
So every step you take is 2.
Yeah, okay. That'll
So your 1.5 miles per hour saunter is now a nice hefty 3 mile per hour
work. Yeah,
walk.
I'll take that. That's good for me.
Sweet. So we'll follow after Charles wherever he's going.
All right. Oats. You have someone in you who's an explorer, at least one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have a memory of when things went south going to the North Pole? That you managed to
You mean
save the party.
Things went north going
North
to the
to
South Pole.
yeah. when things went tits up in doggy style.
I'm offended.
Wasn't Wolfie style. You're fine.
Is there a story? Is there a thing that you could remember that happened?
There were a lot of challenges with the weather, so you get blizzards and get turned around and end up not making the progress or going a slightly different direction than you thought you were going. If you're looking for anything that is going to lead the way, don't forget that my heart is a compass and I can't get lost.
No, this isn't about you. It's about what you remember.
Okay.
And I want you to choose one of your people you're made up of.
Okay.
And write the memory, Dead Reckoning.
Okay. That'll probably be Scott, the commander, since it would have been his. No, actually, I think I sent you something about who the navigator was.
Oh yeah,
Let's
I think you
make it
did.
who the navigator would be.
Da.
I can find it also maybe here.
Here we go. Captain Lawrence, Sub-Lieutenant Henry Robson Bowers, Quartermaster, First Class Petty Officer.
So petty.
Yeah, no, actually, you don't have a navigator.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, we'll make it Scott, the captain.
Scott, Captain Scott.
You're not.
Excellent. So, I want to write Dead Reckoning. Focus on dead.
Yeah.
And
Underlined.
put 2 dots next to it.
Two dots.
And so roll those 2 dots as if it were a skill with your wits.
Okay. Does trained observer come into play here?
Your I can't get lost might get into
Okay.
play. What does that do? Is it just I can't get lost?
Just means that I always know direction and where I'm headed.
Okay.
So plus
That doesn't really apply here.
Yeah. So just 2 dice
2 dice plus your wits.
plus wits. Two successes.
2 successes?
Yeah.
Excellent. Because the as you go, the walls one at a time start, the faces start kind of mumbling. And then they start mumbling all together and start getting louder and louder. And then what look like what Victorians would assume spirits look like, like a long streak of a thing with a face and tiny arms going, come out of them, and come out more, and you get a blizzard of souls. But they're not souls.
Can I see them?
Oh, yeah, all can see them, because it's fucking horrible. And wind is going, there's, blue lightning crashing overhead, and they're screaming everywhere as you're going down this path. Charles, you know what people smell like and what not people smell like, so this isn't really affecting you so much, but it is kind of making it difficult to actually see where you're going.
Careful now, everyone, link arms. Hold on. And I take my shirt and I just rip it into strips. So tie this around your waist so we don't get lost.
Unnecessary, but okay. They're not actual ghosts.
Emoji time.
Not edible.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The arms are already linked.
Oh.
Good job. She winks at you.
We just don't want anyone to get lost here. This blizzard conditions like this are tricky, and it's easy for someone to get wandering off the path. So make sure that you're either linked up or that you're tied together. We have to forge ahead.
And you suddenly all find yourself like you're walking ahead, but you bump up against a T-section. Like, you were walking this way, and suddenly you're walking the other way. And it's only because you were tied or locked or whatever together that you didn't accidentally have half the people go off to a different direction.
Oh, well done, Oats.
Nice.
That was actually quite useful.
Well played.
Charles, which way?
Which way?
What
you can go to, and there's it probably would have been like a nice, lovely little hovel thing, but now it's a giant skull that somebody lives in with like a little smokestack coming out of it. And in the facial region, there's a little door, and the eyes are windows.
I like that nowadays Zelda. People, you get this.
You can wave a chicharron and blow people away.
Did
Just
we
like
get
Zelda.
the scent of that girl?
Yeah.
Darling, what are you?
Does it look like the huntsmen have been here?
No.
Is that tree still on fire?
The tree?
Remember outside of old boy's house?
Oh yeah, no, this isn't around there. This is a different hovel place. It didn't move back to that village that you guys destroyed.
Just making sure.
I didn't destroy it. Charles.
I didn't destroy it
I
either.
didn't destroy it.
You went and you
I
tried
Christmas
to
treat it.
You tried to kill a whole town.
I mean,
remember
it didn't
that?
happen.
No.
It didn't happen.
It 100% happened.
It just totally didn't
So
happen.
let's talk about us all being.
All right. Which way are we
He's still a
going?
dog, but
Yeah.
a wolf.
Facial expression.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Very
She's
angry
like-
grumbles.
Yeah. She's yelling at a dog. It's not.
He'll go up to the door and just sit at the door.
I'll knock.
Do you want in?
And the door opens, and it's that satyr girl that had like the really long leg. He goes,
Oh,
and door shuts.
politely knock. We're not here to kill you. My friend has a question, I think.
And door opens up slowly again.
Charles gestures to
Yeah.
the wolf.
Copy.
He'll shift back. What are we looking for?
I don't know. Why did you lead us here?
We're looking for my... No,
You're looking
the
for the House of Bitter Reflection.
House of Bitter Reflections.
We're looking for the House of Bitter Reflections.
Why do you want to go there?
Why did you want to ask her? The Marquis was going to take us.
I don't
Yeah.
trust him.
Oh, but you tried.
Wait, you're with the Mark. Hello. What are you doing here? And the Marquis is like,
This asshole.
It's around.
I don't know what we're doing here, but it's very nice to see you again. I promise you, it was just I didn't have the ability to contact you. It wasn't that I was trying to just disappear. I just really I was very busy.
I would love to imagine some popcorn.
And in fact, I'm so busy. I will be back. Just and he gives a little bell to
popcorn.
Gladys. Why don't you just let me know when you're done with this? Because otherwise, this will never end. So I will be going now. It's very nice seeing all of you.
Wait, you still have to take me to my house.
I will do that.
You did say you were going to.
So,
How is she responding to all of this?
She's like, you're with him? Did he sell? Is that why?
No. We're not with this asshole.
Sell what?
Why are we calling him an asshole?
When you guys came and killed everyone?
What about...
That wasn't on purpose.
I mean, we didn't
Did
kill
he bring
everyone.
You killed a lot.
No.
we only killed the one guy, really.
We killed the one guy.
He
Yeah, and we
started
stopped you
it.
from killing everybody
He
else.
tried to kill him.
That's out of character. That was the...
Okay, I don't want to talk about what you guys killed or not, because then you'll probably kill me. So, let's instead... Marquis, why don't you just sit there?
Marquis, darling, I will ring you as soon as is convenient for us. Is that acceptable?
Yes. I will just take a lovely jaunt in the park.
Don't go far.
Delightful. No call.
Take as long as you want. Or longer.
What are those things called again?
Which thing?
What the people were turning into?
Fetches.
Fetches. Fetches. Doggy fetch.
I brought a femur.
Magically make werewolves chase them.
Yeah.
I wonder how many werewolves are left alive.
Interesting.
We'll see.
If there were people being taken by the others, where would they go?
Well, people were being taken by. That's what we. Yes, they'd be taken to their domains. Each one of the others, and we also call them the gentry because they own a domain that they change to their whim, and they are godlike in that domain, and they feed off of the emotions, experiences, whatevers of the people they kidnap. That's why we were
Yes.
warning you about that they had been doing this since man had existed, and we wanted to stop them.
Fair enough. Yes, we were on board with that
Well,
part.
the world got bent, and it seems like they're doing it more freely now.
I think they were doing it all along,
Yeah.
and just the people started melting with all the death energy.
The magic.
Don't worry
keeping
about that part.
the fetches be obvious, keeping them.
In fact, no.
Keeping the fetches.
I've
disguised.
noticed.
Okay, good.
Can fetches reproduce
No.
with humans?
You know those stories of people who are just barren? They're usually fetches.
Oh.
What's this house called again?
They've been here all along. If some type of death energy is blocking them, then their energy to live that's animating them is being broken.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're simply revealing the lie.
Correct.
Now we have to go and right the wrong.
What's
Yep.
this house called again?
Bitter sorrows.
Is the house of
Bitter
bitter
reflection.
Reflection.
Bitter reflection.
That's the one. Sorry.
Smoke and mirrors.
Is it?
That's one of the dead domains.
Yep.
Remember, we killed a few of the others.
Yep.
Yeah, Princess.
Well, you guys did. We
The
didn't.
Princess
Princess.
Magnificent.
That's it.
Yep.
Are you half Ellen or are you full Ellen right now?
Full Ellen.
You're full Ellen?
That's strange.
Let me
Do you ever feel like you
Let me
picked up
look
the book right
up,
in the halfway point, started
something.
reading a chapter?
Constantly, my dear.
If you're looking up where the house is, that's all I need to know.
No, I was looking up the princess. I think
Unnecessary. She's already dead. We don't
Okay.
need to worry about that one.
well, if you want to go there, there's no one there. It's calcified.
Okay.
So the opposite of the Fey energy, the wild, is death, is matter, is unchanging. So when a Fey is finally destroyed, their realm doesn't change anymore. It calcifies into what is the closest thing to death you can get here.
Okay.
Just need to undo it a little and get my husband out.
Oh, yes.
Wait, get your husband out?
Yeah, that's where he is.
Oh, I'm very terribly sorry.
It's okay.
Are we not
Go
understanding
on.
something?
Well, you don't uncalcify, otherwise the others could never die. Like, you couldn't kill them.
Okay, but what if something new went and tried to uncalcify the whole area by just being like a new Fae? I'm kidding. Calm down. We'll get it out. We'll just pull it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out when we get it out.
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want a statue, you can do that.
That's fine.
Okay. Is there anything else I can help you with before you tear me asunder?
We're not going to tear you asunder.
We're not going to tear you asunder.
Get your things and come with us.
What are you? You've got to work on your manners. You're not very convincing.
Please, would you kindly accompany us?
She reaches her hand up, and her hand is actually shaking. She goes and places it down on the she's sitting next to a table.
Gladys is going to go over and put a hand on hers, very comforting.
What do you want from me? I just told you everything you want to know.
Just want to know where the house is.
Would you kindly show us?
That's not. I mean, I've never been directly there.
But you know where it is.
Well, it's
Or how to get there.
that's in the deep wild. I mean, not a lot of changelings like to go there because that's where the others are gods. That's where they are ascendant.
Okay, well, if we're going to fix that, we need to go to there.
Okay. I'm not really qualified.
Who is?
Well, I mean,
The Marquis.
Of course.
We've all made mistakes now and
Yeah, some of us have
We're-
made
It's called
big,
college.
whopping mistakes.
We're not here to judge.
Yeah, dying.
Some of us are here to judge. But not you.
I'm not here to judge. I'm just going to continue being defensive.
I'm not here to judge, but since I am here, I mean, it's just a service I offer.
You get it for free.
It's a bonus added.
just make sure he always owes you.
Oh, that's something we can definitely work on.
Quick question. Sorry, I guess it's a bit of a sidebar. I don't know. You can be part of it. It's fine. Do we think... we are definitely looking for the House of Hidden Reflection to solve the mystery of your husband.
And the general mystery of how to fix the world.
How so for the second part?
Because it's a place where the others are and they're responsible. We could get some intel.
But it's calcified.
Yeah, we're heading to one that's calcified. Do we have a sense of how to get to...
The other ones
The
are
other ones.
nearby it, yes?
Nearby is a very strange term out here.
Yeah, that's not really a thing here, but sure.
She said they were all in the deep wilds, and that's where we're going.
Okay, so...
Closer than we
in a
are now.
zone. Fair enough.
If you were to make some sort of a trip out there, is there any preparations that you would recommend or take yourself?
I try to find my sanity.
Firmly got
Any
that one.
secondary plan? I think we're well past that point.
Find a trod, stay on it, never leave it, no matter what happens.
Don't sidebar to follow smells, then.
What's an interesting
And
flex.
when things change, pay attention to what's around you. You may have accidentally gotten into a different domain.
Good to know. How will we know? Will we be able to discern the gentry by the realm that we're in? They have like a color theme.
No, they're really too unpredictable for that. I mean, if one is like the Snow Queen, it's probably cold. But that's also cold as in cold-shouldered, and it might be some sort of ball where nobody talks to you. Yeah.
That's so clever. I want to go to all of these.
Is there any recommended? Is there any recommended behavior or gift or something we can do to travel across these domains without being assaulted or held for ransom or conscripted into some godforsaken army?
They do whatever they want there. That's why nobody goes.
Fantastic. Thank you.
If they want something from you, they'll tell you, or they'll take it. I don't know why anybody would go there.
Trying to save the bloody world.
But that's what we were doing.
Debatable. Oh, yes.
What?
Did you have anything to do with that whole little run on Africa? Huh?
You should answer her
No.
question.
Huh. Good answer.
That was a good answer.
What's happening there now?
Oh, nothing great.
Yeah.
Colonizers.
Well, thank you for your time, and I'm going to walk out of the house and stand outside.
I am a little curious though.
Hold on. The nail. Do you have that outside of you, or is that inside a coat or something?
It would have been under my shirt, but I ripped that off into strips to tie everybody together. The ghost blizzard. So yeah, it's just hanging there.
Oh yeah. No. And there is one thing that the others fear, and you have that around your neck.
Capital, shall we?
Nice.
Oh, you're still wearing that? Oats, you have the worst taste in jewelry.
So I have a question. A lot of cultures don't have
very pleasant.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No?
A lot of other cultures, especially ones outside of Western discourse, don't fear the dead. They try to welcome them back. So is this a very Western zombie, it's going badly?
Wait, in the wild or in the regular world?
In the regular world.
In the regular world, it isn't. As far as all you can see is that dead people are moving and eating.
Yeah.
So you haven't seen anything of ghosts or spirits or any sort of cognizant speaking to anybody.
But there are
thinks.
lots of cultures, especially in Western Africa, that you make it. I mean, zombies came from a place and they weren't a thing to be feared.
Yes, and if I were to answer your question, that would be giving you information that your character wouldn't have on why it is
My
this
characters
way.
just present there's just dead people. They're probably super useful. I think just European dead people are very upsetting. So I'm not overly worried about it.
Grace just thought they were dumb.
Oh, that's right. Exactly.
Unhelpful.
Yeah, and they were just ugh. It felt like a lot of what you expect. Remember the blizzard with tiny ghosts? I read that in a book once, Western book. So maybe it's just sort of what you expect is what you get. So if you don't think people rising from the
Charles
dead
walks
are
outside.
terrible, God, you are the fucking worst. Trying to explain how maybe this isn't a global catastrophe, but do go on.
It's at least going to be just very crowded everywhere.
That's true.
So inconvenient. The traffic.
Oh, fair enough.
Can you imagine trying to get to the patisserie in the morning? Think of the breads.
The breads! Let's go!
Gladys is going to follow Charles out. Holly, are you... What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we're sticking with Grace.
All right.
Are we bringing him back?
My husband?
No, the cat.
Well,
It does seem like he could be rather useful.
he did agree to take us to the house.
That's true.
At the cost of a future unnamed thing.
No.
No.
We worked our way
She's a
around
genius.
Yeah.
that and
All
can
right.
continue to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive.
Very attractive ghost 1, Marquis 0.
Shall we call our friend back then?
I think so.
Yes, actually, you have seen one ghost that is very friendly and, is very useful to everybody
I don't know, like
and
a
hangs
dead
out
body.
with people.
Like, people, like, coming back from the dead. Is it, like, I don't know. It's not a terrifying thing everywhere in the world.
Fair enough.
Well, technically, we've seen 2 ghosts who have been helpful and useful. Just one is also terrifying and scary, beyond all reason.
Who, me?
No, she's a geist.
Not a ghost.
Not a ghost.
That's completely different.
Not dead
Okay.
or
You
alive.
have to pronounce it through differently.
Ring the bell to get the Marquis to come back.
He's already there saying hello. Or was he there?
Hello. So, shall we continue on?
Yes, I believe we shall. Everybody, are you done interrogating and terrifying some poor woman?
Some poor
Asking
woman.
friendly questions
Some poor
of your
woman.
friend.
Just some poor woman
Who
that
tried?
you've never seen before.
Who tried to kill us?
Fair, she did. And lived to tell the tale. Not many do that.
In any case, we are quite done.
Well, then, he looks around. This way. And just jumps off into the maze of faces.
And again, Gladys is going to take him by the arm.
Now, normally, I would take you the direct way. But this time, something we can do just this one time. I have a special shortcut.
Do we trust it?
A
What is
special-
the inside check?
What about it makes it special?
Well, because we have one of her fetches. And reaches for the head of the dead husband.
Oh.
Oh, I have the 2 heads. I'm going to give him the other one.
Well, but is the other one of her fetches or different?
Oh,
others'
yeah,
fetch?
that's true. Well, you have to give this back, yes?
I'll do my very best.
Oh, give it back.
Do you want to go there or not?
Your
Yes.
most sincere best.
My most sincere best.
Very well. And I'll give him the skull.
Takes the skull and pulls out like a little pocket knife and to one of the faces in the wall and stabs it between it and kind of pries and rips the face off and puts the fetch head there.
Oh.
And then the fetch eyes like get brighter and then start to get larger as like the jaw drops down and starts to get larger and larger and larger and larger and turns into a funhouse store.
Yay.
Yay!
Okay, that was worth it.
That was pretty cool.
That was very cool. I like fake stores.
I don't.
Can I see anything beyond through the door?
Well, the
Or is
door
it
isn't
like-
open.
Okay, but is it like shimmery portal, or is it like
a
there's
wooden
something
door.
beyond it?
There's like a
Oh.
wooden door that is closed.
Charles shifts and opens the door and walks through.
All right.
Following
Charles,
Charles.
you're so talkative. If you could just bring it down to a dull roar.
I'll bring up the rear.
Gladys is going through with the Marquis.
Following like right before Oats to what looks like a nice like topiary garden. Just if that was all like made out of limestone. I mean, it's all like very specifically like white and crusty, and it's all broken and
So specifically calcified. I was hoping that was more of a, like, emotional description.
Honestly, same.
Yeah, right?
oh no, here it's that the emotional description makes it this way.
Oh. Is there any way to undo it?
If you just describe it differently.
Yeah.
If there was, the princess would be alive again.
No. I want dead, but like withered instead of calcified. Huh?
Here, why don't I show you into the main hall?
Alright.
Let's poke about the place and see what we can find. How does my Ellen smile feel here?
Are you still like full Ellen?
Probably, yeah.
Great.
She's very happy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Happier than in the London full of zombies?
Well, I mean, it's very difficult. She's been like just fucking thrilled this whole time. You get any more thrilled, the top of your head's gonna fall off.
She's cranking it to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in here.
All right.
I'm a little worried if I disengage from Ellen at this point, something weird's gonna happen.
That's fair.
Is there a... I seem to recall that this realm had some sort of an effect on our power stat. Like we recharged quicker?
Mm-hmm.
Or something here?
That is not happening here.
Okay. But was it happening in the other place?
Not so much.
Okay.
Someone fucked it up.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Was it fine for me since I'm full of death energy? Cool type. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are there any ghosts here?
Don't you also have... Didn't you also accept some death energy?
Yeah, but I think it was
token
emanating
thingy?
from the stone. It wasn't
Okay.
anything.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Lead you into this lovely hallway. Or into like this like manor house basically. With a big opening grand entrance bullshit. A foyer where there's a huge fucking like 30 by 20 foot painting of Ellen.
Shut up.
I knew that was coming.
What?
Look at that. look at Ellen. Something you want to tell us about, love?
Dude, holy shit.
Did I forget to mention this is my house?
See, at some point you definitely said my house. And I went, what a weird way to refer to the house of this reflection. And now that makes much more sense. Welcome home.
Thanks! Technically, I don't think I've been here. Well, that's hard to explain.
So, my question is, Ellen is Princess Magnificent. Good. And what are you to her specifically?
Good question.
Martina's slowly backing away.
No. You don't go anywhere.
She's gonna tighten her on his arm.
Didn't have scorpion tail before.
So you don't know where the spirits are? The liquid spirits.
Liquid spirits?
Alcohol. So
Oh.
This requires...
Is there a
Mine's a
bar
fucking
or
drink.
a sidebar or anything at this point?
Like, I have
question.
no
Yeah.
idea what's going on anymore. I think I can say that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Respect.
It's impossible.
No. Not at all.
Nope.
So, wait. I thought you were a ghost.
Geist.
Geist.
God, how
Rude.
rude. Ghost.
Some people have
Guys.
no idea what the difference
Different.
is.
Ghost. Geist. Grumpy puppy.
Snack mage.
Snack mage. Several British gentlemen. Please make your claim.
Hell.
One of us is Welsh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Stand corrected.
Wales is in Britain.
True.
Not if you ask the Welsh.
Respect. Every time I ask them, they just send me a bunch of G's and Y's in response. What word is this? It's all L's.
It's very phonetic. Just two L's. It's pronounced like a THL. It's aspirated. It's very phonetic. Like Thanethi.
Bless you. What?
Yeah.
We're going to have a nice look around, find my calcified dead husband, and some information on how to defeat apparently my relatives.
I don't
And then we
know.
can go.
I don't know if you would keep that. All right. I guess you can do that. I will go
Stay right where you are.
play the piano, and like the keys don't move because it's all one
Yeah.
piece of stone. Like,
So, what are we thinking here? Princess Magnificent was killed by the Dantain.
Mm-hmm.
She turned into Ellen the Geist that was somehow tethered to you when you were sacrificed to her.
I don't know if they were trying to conjure her specifically when they sacrificed me, but they weren't very good at it. So,
Okay. So generally speaking, how's Ellen feeling about being home?
she likes it.
Okay.
Very good.
Please don't
No
let her off of you.
complaints. Staying in here.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Bye. Alright.
Oats really wants a pint of gin. Is that manifesting?
I will call you a princess in the underworld and start making perfect sense now.
I'm just saying. Hey, in this
You can
place,
totally go
stuff
all
like that
around.
wants, you know.
It's just, well, this is a dead place. So, like, being like, oh, I wish I had this thing. It doesn't happen. Like, all of that super crazy magic of,
Yeah.
you know, I thought this would happen, or I really
Creation
want
or
this.
whatever.
None of
None
it
of that here.
happens.
Okay.
So Charles, do you feel like judging the shit out of Grace now?
No.
Okay. Good, as long as we're being nice and even about it.
We super are, because she didn't consciously make that decision.
She's killed millions of people. Well, Ellen has.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. As long as we're all
Yeah.
just very good at ridiculous. You're fucking ridiculous. I liked you more as a dog. Hi. How are you? How are you handling all of this?
Are you trying to make yourself feel better?
No. I was genuinely wondering, like, how a ghost would feel in the deep wild.
Honestly, it's fascinating and something other than what I was experiencing for a rather long time.
Okay. Just wanted to check in.
Charles is going to just wander the halls.
Let's see.
Anyway,
If I was Ellen, where would I keep my dead husband? Do I have any sense of like where stuff is in here?
it's all dead.
Yeah.
It's deader than Ellen.
Okay.
So it's kind of like there's no real special connection right now.
Okay.
The only real special connection right now is one that Khairyn sees with the giant ass watchtower that now seems to be like almost touching where you guys are.
What?
Is it just following me?
Weird.
What's following you?
Did you not see this?
Can I see it? The watchtower?
When she points it out, you can.
That?
Oh, when did that get there?
I don't know. It's been doing like a weird depth perception thing with me the whole time. It's
Maybe
following.
it's
Is that
following.
your house?
Kind of. Remember last mage? So, Tower of Death Mages. Totally thought they were not super cool. Campus Mages rock. It's like a fraternity system. But, you know, any portion of Storm. You guys want to go check that out next?
So like a club,
Mm-hmm.
and you have access to all the resources because you're a member.
There's not a whole lot of resources left, but yes.
Could be useful.
As a base, perhaps, or a restock, place to rest.
That could work. It does seem to be following.
Fair enough. While we're talking, I'm just wandering around looking.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a favorite place? Workshop, conservatory, garden.
His study, mostly. Stayed out of the garden. Except that time he put bear traps in it. Rude.
What? Why? What? Why?
I danced with Lord Wemberley at some party. He was angry. Why? I poisoned him.
Amazing. Okay, so we are admitting that you poisoned him.
Just a little.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Not enough to kill him.
Please teach me how. I'm having a bit of a problem.
Okay.
Are there, let's see.
Yeah.
Are there
You would-
more people?
There
in
are
here?
there are statues all over the place.
Yeah.
And if you go up to the library, you'll see a statue that looks a whole heck of a lot like your dead husband.
Oh.
Found him.
He's got he's much thinner, and has like a set of like 65 keys on like one side, and he's wearing a like an even nicer like suit than he normally would, but it's more like a butler suit. I was gonna say Butlerian Jihad, because that's where my brain goes when I start saying that, but no, it's like it's really kind of more like a servant than like a lord.
Is that all calcified too? All
Yes.
like stone? So the keys, the jacket, everything looks like it's carved?
There are no materials in this place that are not made out of stone.
Okay.
So my question would be, were you married to the actual version of your husband, or were you married to the fetch?
And for how long?
Yes.
Good question. Depends on when he was taken.
Yes. Is there any way to know?
Usually taken as children.
Oh, oopsie. Wait, did you marry him as a child?
No.
Okay, I wasn't
We
sure.
don't do that in Canada.
Of course not. Fair enough. Hopefully. Alright. Fair enough. Okay, so you only ever married the fetch. So what do you want us to do?
Guess I don't owe this guy an explanation then.
Super don't, but I mean, you're allowed to feel however you want. Your feelings are valid. What are your motivations? What would you like to do?
I mean, I kind of expected to just find him and be like, sorry I poisoned you. Goodbye.
Amazing.
But this one doesn't even know about any of that, so why
That's a
should I
fair point.
apologize?
Are the books discrete entities, or is it just like a carving of a bookshelf? In
You
the
can pull
library?
them out.
Can they be opened? Thin sheets of stone?
No.
Okay.
But can you read the spines?
Yeah.
Ooh. Exciting.
Yeah, it's on there.
Charles is like,
Can you read this one?
It's all sort of like technical treatises about
I mean, he doesn't know he can't read.
yeah, I know, but it's all stuff that you would completely be uninterested in. Like there's
I mean, he might be interested,
Well, okay.
but
I walk by reading a sample of them aloud. Please tell us what some of these books are.
Some of them might be. I'm trying to think of something completely useless, and I can only think of useful books because that's all I had in my library. It's about keeping water fresh now. That wouldn't be it either. Maybe 50 volumes on Archimedes.
Yes. Ah, the classics.
Bullshit.
Droll classics. There's so much St. Augustine here.
And then there's a whole section of just ways to murder people.
1,200 decorative uses of femurs.
Oh my, you should take some of these back with you.
They don't open.
We could try to fix them.
I know.
Maybe they will in an area with
Yeah.
with life.
Death energy with life.
Yeah.
Well, maybe let's try dragging my dead husband's statue out.
Okay.
A book you can't read is just about the deadest thing there is.
Well, I guess you have strong people around.
I'm strong. I've got 5
Oh yeah,
strength.
sure.
Yeah.
Just
Good.
grab it.
Take it outside the calcified zone. See what happens.
Nice. Is there any baking books for desserts? Just
Absolutely.
cool. Can you grab
Yeah.
that one? Grace.
Oh, it's up high. Yep.
It's baking yes. There's baking from around the world and all sorts of different types of.
It's a 3-volume set. Can you grab it for me?
Yes. Take it down for you. Here you go.
Oh god, they're so heavy. It's just falls forward.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. I almost died.
Anything on expeditions, exploration?
Wasn't her bag.
Okay.
She was more on like hurting people and then letting them know why they had to be hurting because they were bad humans.
Ooh.
Seems reasonable.
It's kind of her thing.
Is there anything about the others?
Yeah, it doesn't get written down.
No. Okay. She's not real chatty either. Can't just ask her. She just makes that horrible gurgling noise.
Oh, interesting.
So, are we done here then?
I suppose so. I do kind of want to poke around and see what my bedroom looked like.
Yes, absolutely.
Just curious.
I mean, while we're here.
Might as well get to know Ellen while we're here.
Chelsea,
Just
do you
do a
see
tour.
Okay. It is exactly what you would have wanted, only terrible.
Yay!
So
it's exactly what I
what
would
you
have
would've
wanted.
Good. Oh no.
4-poster canopy bed made out of bones.
Yeah.
Don't look at what the drapers are made of. Okay.
Sad I look.
Yes, we should probably go.
It's like the Sedlic ossuary, except that everything is like all the bones are also super carved to have like little scenes in them, and it's ridiculous.
You decorated with a resurrection hardware.
Yeah. That means you got a lot of money. Just full of shitballs. That's thing
Not a
you spend
princess for nothing.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Is there like nightstands or drawers or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
He starts writing a second.
All right. Yeah, a whole bunch of stone objects.
Is there like a diary or anything like that?
I don't think she
Or like
like a
any-
diary.
Or anything?
She's completely. She's like a god in this area. She doesn't need to write down her thoughts.
Yeah, that's fair. The world
True.
is your
She can
thoughts.
actually like
that's
literally
true.
just rewind time to see what the fuck happened if she wanted.
How does one become one of these?
Like getting eaten.
That's not true.
No.
It
You're
super
lying.
is. It super is.
You're lying.
We could decalcify it and see if that happens to me.
No. Let's kill another ones. And then, then let's kill like 5 of them, and you can have yours back, and you can stay in one too, and that way you'll never have to be like ghost hungry, because you'll be the god of your realm, and you can just hang out and do whatever. And you won't have to be tethered to Charles, because he's kind of a downer.
He's not. He's very good.
Incredibly rude to Charlie.
Do you see the look he's giving me right now? You have to look.
I don't care to.
Okay. Well then, I feel like you're just calling me rude without getting like both sides of the story.
I'm glad that we have an understanding.
Okay, perfect. I was offering like a very good option for you. I don't know why I'm being treated so harshly. Let's move on, I guess.
One last thing. You seemed very interested in dealing death. Is there an armory?
Ooh,
Oh, probably.
good questions.
Let's see. I would probably put that conveniently either on the first floor or dramatically in the basement.
Well,
Why not both?
let's take a look.
In the basement are all the pretty ones, and on the first floor are all the useful ones.
Oh, nice.
I know the pretty ones. That's the ones I want.
Yeah. And they look like they're made out of like people and things. Like they probably turn people like somehow into metal and then
Yay.
like cast it from their own bones, like that they've taken the impression in the sand and
If you get enough iron from blood, you could make a sword.
yeah, and
Oh my god!
probably did that. In fact, probably
That's so many people.
ripped
I know.
probably ripped the blood out of still living people, made it from them while they screamed, and then stabbed them with it,
Oh, that's mean.
and then made them get back up and like help her clean up after.
Yeah. That sounds like Ellen.
Yeah.
Impressive. Well, I mean, is there like a big glaive? Not a big glaive.
There's fucking shit from everywhere.
Can I borrow this?
Sure.
Keep it.
I'm not using it. Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
There's a whole section of like the South Asian weapons and there's the then here's like the Southeast Asian section, and then over here is like the like West and East African section, and then over here is the European section, and then up top is shit that never should fucking be. It's like umbrellas that you spin around with like blades on them. And
Those are whimsical.
Oh, it's the anime
Ooh, a
section.
nice parasol.
yeah. There's a sword that's like a fucking surfboard.
Oh.
Beautiful. So it's like pyramid heads.
There is. Sure.
I think actually probably a giant Tetsubo or some giant club is more
Sure. I mean,
speed.
it's fucking rock. It's
Yeah.
all rock. I mean, you're grabbing statues here.
Yeah. That's okay. A stone club is perfectly fine for me. That's great.
Do you want anything, Charles?
No.
He is a weapon.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just like when you chew gum for too long, you're like, oh, Joel's tired.
Are there any firearms?
No?
Or is it all...
Yeah, sure. There are like some like flintlocks and shit like that. There's nothing modern.
Okay.
Ooh, do they fire tiny skulls?
Oh my god, no! I bet they do! Oh no! I was like looking at it again, like, just let it shatter. Everything in your place.
Charles
is
knows about the
upsetting.
watchtower? Charles knows about the watchtower?
You've seen it. It's right there. Once you pointed it out, you saw it.
Okay.
Linus is going to take a very discreet looking dagger.
I mean, a little stone dagger.
The
Bet it's
one
made of
discreet
baby
weapon in
tears
my
or something
house.
ridiculous.
With any luck.
Team rude.
I mean, am I wrong though?
No, you're not wrong. It's made of something terrible.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, hopefully.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
Look,
Okay.
a lot less babies had to die to make that dagger than humans than adults
Oh
had
my
to die for that
goodness.
sword.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys want to do?
Let's take this stuff outside of the calcified area and see what happens.
Yes, on to the next realm. Yes.
All right. You guys go out and you got your wooden shit, or you're not wooden shit, but your stone shit, and it continues to be stone.
Continue
How's
to be stone.
the cat dealing with it?
He's laughing. He's not like ha ha ha, but he's like, all right, no, looks good.
So it's not an area of effect then.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
They've lived for all eternity. They might have thought of this once.
Fair enough, but worth a try.
And what would you suggest?
What I would suggest is to get the hell out of here before either we die because there's nothing here, or someone else finds out we're here.
Like one of the others?
Yeah.
Are all others omnipotent in each other's realms?
Out in the Feywild, you can't, or in the Feywild, in the Deep Wild,
Yeah.
they cannot be killed.
Okay. I just
That's
wasn't sure if they were
why I'm a
as
little
omnipotent in other people's realms in the same zone as,
No, that is
as
why-
in their own.
No, that's why they don't go into the others' dominions without permission.
Okay. So, I mean, if one of them was like, oh, they're there, we could still fuck with them.
But if
Haha.
the domain is dead, they can enter it?
Yes, because no one will fight them.
Okay.
No.
Did Charles see the tower in the underworld?
Yeah, because didn't you start looking for books
Oh,
about
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Is it the same tower?
Yeah.
Yes, Charles, it's my tower.
Shall we investigate your house next?
Oh, do we want to do that? I don't know.
Just going to ask, do we want to check in at your place?
Sure. Are you going to be rude about it?
It does seem to be following you. We could ask it why.
Honestly, that's a good point. Everyone down for that? Cool. Okay, let's go into the tower.
Door opens.
Nice. And I think just like before, but this time because they're there for it, as they all ascend the staircase, Khairyn is flashing through like all of these permutations of herself. Like she's rapidly changing in age, and like her physicality's changing, and like sometimes she loses a limb or like an eye becomes robotic. Like it's just all of the different versions of her. Like she's flitting through like space and time and fate. So yeah,
Neat.
yeah. She didn't really know she was doing it. What are you talking? Mm-hmm. True form.
Same.
Nice. Very cool. Whew, so many stairs. Sorry about that. Just keeps fucking up. Onward. Charles, give me a ride. Come on, it's my house. You have to be nice to me.
So we have to go to the top, yes?
Huh?
Just to the top,
Yes.
then?
There's not a whole lot. Yeah, all the other doors are open. This used to be full of really boring, very depressing poetry writing mages.
Well, that does sound boring.
Charles is going to search the building.
That's very difficult.
He tries to.
Well, right now you're on the stairs.
Well,
And so there's not a lot of other places to go. Like, pretty much the only place there is to go is where Khairyn says you can go.
Oh, you're going to have to ask. I'm so sorry. And she just stops and turns and waits.
let's go up to the top.
Suit yourself? She turns and keeps walking out. All you have to do is ask. We're on a tight schedule. You know.
Okay.
The world.
Let's walk.
Oh, now it's a rush.
I- Whew. Okay.
You don't get tired here.
Yeah, I know.
That's great.
She's active. She's also not like 50 and overweight right now.
It's true.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay.
When we get to the top, and
Well.
there's the Guardian as before, unless you'd like the Guardian to have a different form. Like, this is your place now.
Yeah. This
Alright, so you have the
is cool.
stodgy old dude.
Yeah. Hello, darling.
Hello, and welcome all of you to the Watchtower of the Leaden Coin. Can I help you? You've fully decided to come upon the path now.
Oh, rough. No, probably not. Super appreciate it. Why are you following me? Us? All of us.
I wasn't aware that we were. You must have been calling us.
Oh, what? No. No, I wouldn't do that.
Are you
Well-
sure?
Would I? Look, I may have caused a bit of a backlash, a little backflow. Like, world. So maybe I was thinking about, like, I wonder what owner of the Leaden Coin would think about that. Problem solving, you know.
Like what?
Massive, what was the word you were using? That you were calling all the people that came back from the dead?
Zombies?
A zombie apocalypse.
Oh,
Let's
zombies.
see.
Who raised them? They.
Conventional wisdom states that this was a choice that I may have made. I beg to differ, but I really don't know who else I could possibly blame. Please give me some suggestions. I would love to look into them.
Did you cast a spell to do this?
Okay, do you remember the spell I cast that made the underworld kind of rumbly?
Did notice that something was off.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
See,
pretzel.
it's all mages. We're all very scatterbrained like this. It's part of our charm.
Does this guy smell human?
No.
He's not one of you.
No, he is the tower. I'm just saying he's sort of indicative of
Okay.
our... I told you I was the only mage left. You have to be an active listener, darling. Only one.
The underworld is now in the overworld.
It's kind of bleeding over.
In every world.
Yeah.
Yes. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. The underworld is destroyed.
I mean,
The
were you
underworld
looking
is-
out the window when it
I
happened?
don't
you are
really
a
have-
window.
all of my ability to look outside kind of got distorted.
Okay,
And I
respect.
didn't want to mention it because I had something important to tell you.
Okay. Well,
I didn't.
open and honest communication is very important between a girl and her tower.
I understand.
Do you need a few minutes?
No, this is fine. Your family.
So, if the death energy is now everywhere,
Mm-hmm.
then there's nothing separating the living from oblivion when they die. So that means that any sort of spiritual energy that is on Earth needs to devour energy to stay there. Which means the zombies probably aren't following orders.
Were there orders I could have been giving?
Well, if you summon them, absolutely.
Oh, come on! Someone should have explained that to me much earlier.
If there's nothing separating the dead from oblivion, how does that affect ghosts?
Well, if they're not if they don't have an anchor, or if they are somehow forgotten or weakened, they'd just be pulled away and just destroyed. They'd be gone forever.
People could be on the diet if we don't fix this.
We have to fix it.
Yes,
I don't
okay.
want to be hungry.
No.
Cut to the Titanic.
Amazing.
Nice call.
Okay, good to know. Quick question. How does death energy affect the ones we affectionately refer to as the others or the gentry?
It's well, I mean, it's that's what they fear.
They fear
That's
death energy.
Why they don't come to Earth is because at Earth they're mortal. They never go to the underworld because the underworld is the end of that life, that energy.
Oh, fun.
So
Cool.
it would be very bad for them unless they were somehow dead or attached to a human to protect them.
We'll come back to that later. Fine. Good. Good to know. Okay.
Wait,
Ooh,
is there some? Never mind.
Ooh. A very nosy tower.
I have an idea.
Go on.
Um,
Hey, can I make furniture? I don't want to make furniture behind her, but
You can do whatever you want. This is your watchtower.
is it a
There's
throne?
only 5 of them ever, and you have one of them.
Is it a throne?
now it is.
I'm gonna
Like
sit
chase
in it.
down. Oh, throne. Anyone?
A chaise throne.
Yeah.
Just lounges.
Perfect.
Others don't like death energy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of death energy you think would happen if somebody, say, made a portal to take a whole crap ton of zombies into the other's domain?
Could be fun. I like it.
See what
so
I'm going with
putting
this?
zombies there. What if we all...
We make their house Zombie Town, so then they don't have to go to Earth to die.
Okay, that could work. Wait, how are we feeling about that? Nothing?
No.
What?
I mean, these
I
things.
like it. I'm just trying.
I'm not disagreeing.
The zombies are already dead. They're
Yes.
not very useful.
Yes.
Sure, why not? Then we'll put on our wing shoes and fly to the Netherworld.
I mean, we don't have to fly to the netherworld. It's just the normal world at this point. Oh, what if we brought all the others to made them come to the normal world? It's all full of yuck energy and they're confused
They're
by
pretty
it.
loath to do that.
Yeah, but I bet we could force them.
You did it once.
Did
The
we?
underworld. You forced the underworld into the overworld.
It's just one more step. Force the underworld into the Feyworld.
Now, can I force the underworld into... Yeah.
Anything is possible. You're a mage.
Ah,
the
cool.
thing you have to worry about is what are the repercussions.
I didn't even hear the last part. I just blacked out and all the stuff I could do. Okay, yeah, let's
3
see yours.
cataclysmic wrongs make a right.
Or at the very least a left. So, yeah, put the underworld in the other
the deep
world.
wild.
In the deep wild. and then just commence to fucking with the others?
And then while the others are like, "Ha, zombies!"
Yeah.
we attack them.
One more time.
The death energy will be in their house.
One
Yeah,
more
sorry,
time.
one more time.
Ha, zombies!
That's another one.
Okay. Any problems with this plan? Tower?
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me all the things I can do. Hey, how do I get more towers?
Ask them. I don't know. They're maybe. I just.
No, you're very nice, and I super appreciate you, and you're more than enough for me. I appreciate you.
What about that thing you said about not being able to look outside?
Unless I am specifically trying to do something, and I'm not. I don't have that much information. I'm a repository of knowledge. I am not a scout. I'm a tower. I'm a tower. Metaphysically, I'm a tower too. Like,
Just
as
not a
opposed to just
watchtower.
physically.
Well, it's a watch.
I'm a watchtower. But-
watch
But it's more like a time watch.
So you have knowledge tower?
I have some knowledge, yes.
How do we track the others?
Look at you getting in the game. I'm proud of you. He wants a chair. He brings a chair.
The
Make a
only
dog
way
bed for him.
I know how to is by how much of what should be still is not. If that makes any sense. I'm, this is the Tower of the Leaden Coin. This is where dreams go to end, so that new ones can be had. And so if dreams are continuing or move beyond what they should, then that is strange to me. But dreams that are dead but still moving, that is normal to me, because that's what a ghost is. A ghost is what somebody would have been that is continuing. So if
How's
you
that
want to
a
know where they are, like physically, like you want to know how far away from you they are,
Right. Does it seem like is Eli asking that? Does it seem like this group of mages is like the antithesis of these others? Like these, like if they're gonna fight,
if they're
these
gonna
would be the groups.
Yeah, if they were gonna fight, this would be the dudes.
Do you have any books on destroying the others?
Do I have any books? I have all of the knowledge of death that has ever existed.
I can't read.
You can't read.
I can't read.
I didn't know that. Do you want to know how to?
Sure, but it's gonna take me a lot longer to read than for you to read.
We'll
True.
fix the zombie apocalypse. and
I'm
then
sure she
we
could
should
cast a
read.
spell. What could go wrong?
I would like to cast a spell to make him.
Do it.
Forever, not temporarily.
Love you.
I already had it.
I don't have resistance. I go death rage. I don't want any of the suggestion.
Yeah, I didn't come up with it. It's fine.
I'm death raging.
Why?
Well, he's in the Tower of Death,
Yeah, that's fair.
I think you
so
failed.
it's just rage.
It's nothing. 3.
3?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can totally read.
Cool.
Just roll one die for me. I just want to see something.
5.
Okay.
Aneurysm. Ugh.
Oh
It was too much knowledge.
Yeah.
Everything but the number 5.
Dr. Seuss.
Charles, you most certainly can read. And your instincts are very good. And you don't have to rely on me to do... I feel like a lot of our tension right now is that you are relying on me to try to do the right thing. So instead, why don't you do what you think is right? Whatever that may be. Knowing full well what she said. Like, I trust you.
Let's just solve this first.
I like your suggestion, though. Do you have like a How to Kill the Others 101 book.
Isn't that simple? Each one is different, and I don't have books on all of them because they haven't been written.
Do you only have books written about the ones that have already died?
I only have books about the ones that have already been written.
How many of
tense
the
as
ones
well.
that have been written are still alive?
There's only two others that I know of who have been killed.
But do we have books
Yeah.
on the ones that are still alive?
Not here.
Where are those
Where?
books?
Well, those would be the Tower of the Argent Thorn.
Oh, cool. Let's go find some silver thorns. After, you're very good and more than enough, and let's get the book on how you died.
Oh, good, good, good. Yes.
It's a lending library, is it not?
Yes. And reaches behind. Nice
Oh,
little
thanks.
book. That's,
Charles looks perplexed that he can read it.
yeah. It
Like-
totally makes sense. It's especially because it's in French.
We can read French now. That's fun.
I don't think he's articulated it. He just looks shocked.
Oh.
Yeah.
I look smug.
Those squiggles, they mean something.
If you're going to go, you might want to go soon.
Why?
Because there's something circling the tower.
Oh.
That's probably not good. We should go.
Is there a window?
Is there a window?
I look over my shoulder and there's a window.
Yeah, there's a window right there.
All right. I look out the window to see what's circling the tower. See
Well-
if I can see it.
If this was the 1950s instead of the 1913s, you would have gone, that's an alien UFO spaceship.
Dunk.
That is a
darling.
But
very
instead it looks
weird
like a discus.
Some
That's
sort
really
of
large.
a discus or a couple of saucers glued together.
No, and the Olympics is broken out. What a silly place.
Shall we go?
Absolutely.
I think we rather should.
How are you feeling here, by the way? Any different?
Can we get from one tower to another?
Irritated, but that's my usual.
You're asking
state of
the-
being.
That seems to be how you generally feel around me.
We used to be able to, but those required mages at each tower to be able to teleport between them. Now that there's only one, our options are much more limited.
Sorry, Banter.
Is there a way out that won't be seen by our friend up there?
You can exit at any part of the tower you wish.
Okay.
Looks like the ball's in your court.
What? We're just leaving, and
I think you have to imagine an exit.
Is the door we open
course
out
it
of
is.
here always going to lead to the other side, or can we go anywhere?
It's always going to lead to the outside of the watchtower.
yeah. Any other questions for the tower?
What's Puss in Boots doing?
What's up?
Puss in Boots?
The Marquis de Carabas.
I don't have any information about that.
No, but how's he acting?
Oh, the Marquis de Carabas?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a shitting grin on his face. He's like, this is fucking cool.
He's like our new Ellen. Fantastic. Hey, do you know when I'm gonna die? Has that book been written? Like, the end of the Mages? I don't want to see it, I just want to know if it exists.
Who says you're at the end? Maybe you train some others.
Yes.
Oh. Interesting. Now that you can read, I hope you can see the writing on the wall. I'm the last one left, and I will not go easily. After you.
I hope not. We've got worlds to fix.
I said after you.
Charles starts walking.
Oh, yeah. I just enjoy, like,
Read my death book.
time.
See how I died.
Yeah.
Or how Ellen died.
You can see, oh, they did that wrong, they did that. These cultists were really terrible.
How disappointing.
This is the worst way to die. Thank goodness I came back.
I'm going to tell them how stupid they are when I killed the friends that survived, unless they're zombies.
And then I'm going to do it right.
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
We walk for like 5 steps, and I'm like, bored.
Bored,
And
and
the
you're
next
there.
step is like the bottom.
Handy that.
Alright, how do we get to this Tower of Silver something?
The Argent Thorn.
Argent Thorns,
I
yes.
don't know. Do I have a sense of like, can I roll like occult or something?
Oh, well, that's your watchtower. That
Yeah.
should be here. Where this thing is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be there.
Okay.
But it isn't. This thing is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there might be some bullshit about that. There's also a literal alien spacecraft above you.
Yeah. And we should do something about the discus. Oh no, I know it's a UFO. Been in the future before.
A UFO what?
A what?
Sorry, UFO. I just saw it written down once. I didn't hear it pronounced.
Oh, you know him.
No,
What does UFO want then?
I'm not sure.
And it's going to come down to land.
Okay, well, let's find out together.
And, like 3 legs come out, and fucking little, ramp descends with the bright light.
Yeah.
And these 3 shapes come down, and there are these 3 gray aliens.
Wait. I read this one.
That was one
Ain't they supposed to have tripods? These Martians, right? War of the Worlds, you know.
Okay, sure.
H.G. Wells? No one?
And they look...
A fiction versus what's actually happening here in front of us.
As opposed to when I woke up this morning?
Are you a fiction?
As if this everything here couldn't be? As if that's so weird. Honestly.
What do they smell like?
aliens.
Alien jerky.
I mean,
We're going to Baby Show.
everything here is like there. It's obvious to you because of the uniqueness of the smell that it is a like Fey thing. Because like the Christmas of the Christmas they are Christmas aliens. Christmas is like, oh, this is something from around here. But they're aliens, so they're obviously not from around here.
Did they look friendly or grumpy?
Well, they were kind of
You got it.
grumpy, and then they saw you, and one says, "You are alive." And she is alive. And they're like,
Anyone
Yes.
have a cold? Someone sneeze on him. Quick.
"Here, what do we do?" And then the other goes, "What do we do?" And the third one goes, "What do we do?"
Oh, that's very annoying.
Friends?
Service-
And then goes, "Kill her."
No.
Initiative.
Oh my goodness.
I guess not then.
Probably not. 8 plus 5 is a 13.
9
good,
plus
I'm Ellen.
something.
9.
We rolled 1, right?
Good job.
16.
16. Okay, so...
I also got 16.
Nice.
We're good.
Twin powers activate.
Khairyn, what'd you get?
13.
13. Oats, what'd you get?
14.
Charles, what'd you get?
15.
Okay.
Did you roll that well?
Yes. There's some in human form. Higher.
They get to go whenever they want to.
Well
So,
done.
I'm gonna wait for now.
Good.
So, Grace and Gladys, you guys tie. Whoever wants to go first.
Okay.
After you.
Let's see what horrible thing I would like to do to these guys.
Get them.
Yeah.
Do they smell like aliens to you?
What sort of terrain are we talking
They
about
smell
here?
like the world.
It's all that fucked up stone faces everywhere.
Stone faces. Got it. Okay.
There's storm raging overhead.
Okay. How many points of rage do I have? 4. Okay. Let's try Phantasmal Rage.
All right. Do it.
See what that does. Okay.
What does that do?
It creates illusions so terrifying that the victim is hard-pressed to respond.
Does it now?
Yep.
Hard-pressed.
All right.
Persuasion plus strength. Oh, good. Plus rage. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus. Sorry, guys.
No
You're
worries.
fine. You can vamp while you live.
Phantasmal?
How do the faces on how do the faces look? Do they have special faces?
Do they look like Grace?
Yeah. That's
Are
what
they
it is.
all looking at her? Like, oh hey girl.
No, they're looking at you, right?
I don't know who.
Didn't they point it?
Yeah, but no. All the stone faces are
stone
alien
faces.
gray faces. No. That's what it is. But they have no pupils. It's black, giant black eyes.
Yeah, it's not.
5
Well,
successes.
I'm looking forward to getting a good look at some Grey's Anatomy.
Yes. So 5 successes.
Yeah.
What does
5
it do?
successes.
It just scares the bejesus out of them.
Basically, it conjures realistic illusions that scour her foe's body. At early levels, the injuries inflicted by the manifestation are illusory, but as the powers go up, I have level 4. You can create illusions that draw the victim into harming themselves. The damage caused by the base phantasmal rage is illusory, although it might count as bashing, lethal, or aggravated. If the victim is outright killed by it, he dies of fright.
Don't.
Well, obviously, it seems that you have taken control of one of them, and they're going to shoot one. So the other one shoots that one, the other one shoots the other, and the other one shoots the other. Doesn't kill them, but there are like laser beams going around, and one gets hit in the arm, and one gets like hit in the leg, and they're screaming in pain.
Circular firing squad.
Yeah.
Yay.
But they're all kind of spinning around like shooting, so it might be more difficult to deal with them. I don't know. They're shooting around indiscriminately.
They're distracted and fighting each other.
Yeah, do they get their defense since they're not paying attention to us?
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, they do.
It was a good try.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they're. Yeah.
But presumably it's
they're-
reduced a little bit
there's
since they're
still
defending from
others.
multiple things.
So, in the deep wild. So there you go.
Yeah, can I go to... Is it easy to just shift to Direwolf?
And spend an essence.
Okay.
And do it.
I will happily spend an essence so that I can hopefully roll. I want to grab one by the leg with my teeth and like swing it into the other two, like a rag doll.
You want like a
You know
like
this
a like a
playbook.
rave.
Yeah.
All right, do it. You are going to lose 6 dice from your pool.
Okay. Now that I've counted them out.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
2, 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it, oh no.
4.
4.
Oh wait, that
Isn't
was
that one?
that
Yeah.
was 5. 6.
Okay.
Those dice are so good.
Yeah,
you
these
did
dice-
so good.
These dice are great.
You grab him by the leg and wave him around like a fucking light stick in a rave.
Woo!
And lasers are even going anywhere with that one,
Does
shooting
she
each
get
other,
the
and they're like running.
same bonuses that Charles gets?
What's that?
Does she get the same bonuses, like combat bonuses? Because the Direwolf gets like a free condition, like leg rack.
She doesn't
arm rack.
get those.
Okay.
Yeah. She gets the shape of it, but doesn't get like all the minutia. Like
Okay.
she doesn't have any like of the gifts or anything like
Okay.
that because she's a ghost. But she can still take the form of the direwolf and do direwolfy things.
Nice.
All right, so we got one being waved around like a fucking glow stick in a rave.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the other two are flipping the fuck out.
Nice.
Next we have Charles.
Charles.
He is going to go to Direwolf. Can he tell that one of them got taken over by Grace? Or does it look like they're wigging out?
They're just all wigging out.
He is going to attack the one that Gladys attacked.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, help me pull them apart.
That's what we're doing.
Yes!
Noise, noise, noise.
Oh, you're going to wishbone him?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I don't like
Oh,
you said
wishbone,
that
wishbone, wishbone.
one. So good.
Wait, how do I attack again in this game?
No one has ever known.
That is true.
Your strength and your brawl. -6.
And then he'll spend 1 for 8 again.
Mm-hmm.
And then spend 1 for... I don't have my cards or my book. Can you look up Primal Strength? It's on 133, I think.
I can. Yeah, I got it. You add your purity to your strength for the duration of the facet. Yeah, like UFO ship things have actually been written about even before the time period that we're in.
Yeah. They're written about, I think, in the Egyptians have...
Well, I don't know about the Egyptians. I mean, that's talking about some weird stuff. But they're actual, in contemporary books and stuff like that, around the world, people have written about, the idea of a flying saucer. Whether or not, I'm not saying they're aliens, but it's but the idea of it is actually something that is contemporary to the time period.
1.
1?
Yep.
That latches on.
2 damage, right? Plus his strength, so it'll be 3 damage.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and you are now grappling.
And then can you look at the Dalu? Because I get a free arm rack, leg rack knockdown.
Yeah, what do you want? Leg rack or arm rack? Or you grab the leg, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to break a leg off?
Yeah.
Rackabilly.
Yeah. Do it. Rack a lamb.
Yeah. That's what he does.
All right. Crack.
Yeah.
Nice.
He doesn't like that.
That's cool.
He wouldn't.
Next up is Oats. What do you got?
Let's do... Oh, sorry everyone. Didn't mean to breathe right into my mic there.
How dare you exhale, you monster.
Yeah, I am totally that's me, I'm a monster. Sure. I am going to rush in and make an all-out attack, which is I'm just going to knock the other two to the side and pummel the one. So I have all the brute force stuff. So if I run in, I'm just sort of knocking them off to the side.
You're like a bowling ball.
Right. But then I also get
made of meat.
Yeah, but then I also get the attack on that for and so make an all-out attack be +2.
Thanks, I hate it.
So plus my body dice. Still -6.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be less, but again,
They're distracted. Okay.
they are them.
And I have 1/2 armor. Looks like 3
Okay.
with 3 successes, but that is exceptional for me.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so you send those two, flying, what the hell was that French comp with the, Ostrix the Gaul? Do you remember that? Never mind. It's a big guy throwing little guys. You like a fastball special.
I was gonna say.
Right.
Asterisk the Gall, that was it. Never mind.
Like an
Uh,
old
do,
like
do.
cartoon, right?
Yeah,
Or-
it's super old. Wearing drink like these potion things and
Oh, and then
Gummy bears?
tripping balls.
Yeah! You!
That's in here and there and
Everywhere.
everywhere.
all right. So they suffer the knockdown tilt,
Mm-hmm.
and they lose their action if they haven't acted this turn, and they're prone, which means any future actions are at -2 unless they get up.
Cool.
And I guess some damage based off of what? Off of the roll?
Yeah, well, how many successes did you have?
3.
All right. Cool.
Nice. How are they looking? So one of them is...
Two of them are...
Okay,
And
so
then
two
one
are-
of them is like
and one-
wishbone and like is being pulled apart, and Oats is going like "Ugh," to his nutsack.
That seems so well in hand. I wouldn't dare to presume to interfere. But you said all of the faces are those weird alien faces now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not super into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go walk up to one of the walls and just go, shatter.
All right, do it.
Yeah.
What actual like spheres are you using?
It would be space.
Space.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that is to like
Yeah, I just
basically
want to
like scrunch them all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to I
like,
want to like
fuck those
I want
faces
to
up.
crumple the space since they are like very like brittle.
Yeah.
just gonna, like-
I'd say space 2.
Yeah,
So
okay.
in this area that you have space 2, so you just have 2 dice of paradox for that.
We are going to also bust out the war shield. I want to make sure this hits really hard.
All right.
So I can get... Oh, and can we say the kente cloth is now just turning into like it's the same pattern, but like there's more stripes of black in it now, and gray, and it's just turning this monochromatic. And I'm like, ooh, that's new. It's fine. This is fine.
We're all fine here.
Huh? Gonna. I just want to give you lots of reason to believe what you believe. I don't want to dissuade you. I think I just rolled really badly. Oh, okay, it's not that bad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, and roll 2 dice for your paradox.
1. I'll
One.
delete it. Yeah, so that still gives me 5.
Okay. So 5, yeah. All the alien faces just shatter
Nice. Perfect.
all around. Like it's not like shards of rock are going anywhere. It's not
Yeah.
like a claymore mine or something like that. But yes, all of those eyes that were all watching all of you are now shattered
Nice.
into nothing in the powders. Cool. And that's the end of the turn. So beginning of the next turn, the one that is being manhandled kind of shimmers as the other one sort of shimmer and disappear. The thing of the UFO pulls up and the legs pull up, and it's gonna fuck off.
What? Boo.
Get out of here.
Get it?
And
Teleported
Mm, that's
to London.
and that's all the time we have.
Can't believe about aliens. Amazing.
They taste delicious.
It's
What
the-
does it taste like?
Aliens.
The hedge is fucking weird.
Sort of rubbery.
I love it.
The hedge is weird.
Aw. I feel like they would be like those, like the numbing spice
Like a-
peppers.
Like a like a nylabone.
Yeah, chocolate.
Blech, blech.
And it's just one taste of the many flavors. Of
Yep.
awful.
I just
Of the
want to live
weirdness.
in the Fey realm. Like, it's so cool, you guys. This is fine.
We kill all the
It's
others
not
we
fine.
can. We can keep their houses.
That's what I was saying, and I feel like you didn't want to stay in the others' houses with us. We would be the others. What's the problem with that? We're better than them.
And we know it.
Exactly.
I'm not opposed to this plan. I'm just saying,
My
if you want to
plan
try it,
is-
it may not be feasible, but I'm not opposed to it.
I'm gonna try it. I
This
just want to
is
have.
definitely a different moral compass than Seventh Fail.
Oh, I'm
Yep.
Yep.
Welcome to my game.
saying.
Actually, I expect you guys to have much more of a moral compass.
Listen, if we become the others, we're gonna kill a lot less people than they would have.
Thank you.
We don't know that.
I wouldn't.
I'm just gonna eat ghosts. I don't need to make ghosts. People make those themselves.
Yeah. Like, I didn't. Kill
I feel like there's a
people.
lot of colonizers.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna leave them be as long as they stop doing it.
To be fair, they probably already have.
At this point, yeah.
I feel like they did it. Like, the whole point in starting a world war was not to, like, wipe out the colonizers. It was to distract them from the continued, like, decimation of indigenous cultures.
And now they're distracted.
Zombie apocalypse is very distracting.
Done!
Mm-hmm.
Not quite the way I was expecting, but we did it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Is there,
I am contractually obligated to say that's the end of tonight's session. We hope you enjoyed it. Join us in 2 weeks for our next session. If you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/autumn people. And if you want to find all the other APs on the Happy Jacks networks, visit happyjacks.org/shows. And let's do any other announcements that we have for shows you're doing.
Oh,
Like
You
Aabria
can
has 12.
Huh? Nah, I'm kidding. There's a bunch, it's fine.
we've got Shadowrun on Mondays.
Yay!
oh, I need to start tuning in on that.
My actual
The
twin,
snack
Smack, plays
attack.
my-
What did I say it was?
Smack Attack.
Snack attack.
Yeah.
Smack attack!
Yeah, where Sam and I actually play twins for the first time.
Yay.
So good!
These are dope.
We live in a cursed apartment. It's great.
Oh my god, yay!
I might
I
or
don't
might
know, look
not
at
be an
I was
anti-capitalist
giving
trash
them to
witch.
you.
Oh, you were?
Yay!
In the game.
In the game.
And then
Nice.
on the Mondays opposite of that, tune in. I GM City of Mist: The Seventh Veil, which is a game that's set in the 1940s with fairy tale characters.
Woohoo.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
See.
a lot of fun. We're coming up towards the end of our season too.
I think we are. I don't know how we're gonna end, but I mean, at some point we're gonna. So I should figure that out. I'm not going to.
Yeah! Nice. Okay, now I can do my spiel. On Mondays, you can find me on Hyper RPG on Killock 1991, which is like Twin Peaks and Stranger Things had a very weird baby. On Fridays, you can catch me on Hyper on Troll Hunters, which is you pay money to torment the people on screen. I ate so many marshmallows I barfed the other week. It was
Oh.
super
Oh
exciting.
no.
It was after the stream. I was just like, oh, did you know marshmallows come back as foam?
Worth it.
Ew.
Super worth
Unfortunately,
it.
I did, but
Oh no! How did you know?
I mean, we all play Chubby Bunny once in a while. I mean, I'm not going to judge nobody.
Thank you. And then at the end of the month, I'll be starting up. It's not Ghost of Salt. It's the Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign on Saving Throw Show, but we have a new name now that I don't remember because I blacked out because I get nervous talking about the stuff that I have to do. But Terry Gamble is on that too. So
oh, cool.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome.
and I'm so excited. I finally get to start up with 12-sided stories, and we're gonna record stuff soon. And are you running the game?
I'm running the game.
Oh my god! Oh, what is it? I don't know everything about it.
I'm running V5.
That's right. I get to play Vampire Masquerade with you. I'm so excited. Sorry,
That's
was
gonna be
all the
awesome.
time- audio poison, but I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. So
Yay.
Yeah.
that'll be good times.
I got nothing, guys.
Yay!
Yay. See you next time.
See you next time.
Bye. Hold on.
I've seen on my ways. If I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.